Oh, look at that. Look at that. Live to the world, Jim. Live to the world.
So you say.
Live to absolutely nobody at the moment.
That's right. It still hasn't shown up on mine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
there
the
it is.
fans
There
were
it
waiting. The fans were waiting in the background. I'm sure they're just waiting in the background to pounce. Pete Carroll, how are you, mate? I sent you a link, buddy. Yeah,
Right.
so that they'll be waiting to Brent's gone. I'm here listening. I have to take a renewal part of 107. Oh, okay. All right. He was telling me he had to go study. I didn't know what he was studying. I kind of guessed it might have been something to do with that. But yeah.
Hey, Chris Hope. Yeah,
Chris.
I did mine back in August or July. The research.
Okay.
It's 40 questions, so you better. Why? You can't afford to get many wrong.
Here we go. The man himself, the silent assassin, Peter Carroll.
Morning, Matt. Morning, Jim.
Where's the applause? Where is the applause?
No applause today.
Look where he's got his bird today. Oh,
he got sick of sitting in the background, so he decided to join me today.
He got a little bit lonely. He looked a bit lonely back there last week.
Yeah.
Where is he? What is he on now?
It's on the microphone boom arm, but let it fall off. So
easy, buddy. Easy, buddy.
Oh, he's trained him well too.
Yeah,
fly away.
It must be a domestic bird, is it, Peter?
Oh yes, yeah, very well domesticated. Well, most of the time anyway.
What do you feed him?
No, not much.
He's a light eater. He pecks.
I feed him beanbag bowls. Oh dear. Aldiaz, how are you, mate?
Chris Hope there as well.
Yeah, Chris is here. Chris. Yeah. Hey, can you send our one, mate? Jim?
Yes, I can.
Thank you, mate.
Me and my travails. I had a terrible time, boys. I shot video in H.265. Remind me to never do that again. It's a rendering nightmare.
You know what? And the conclusion I've come to is it is actually pretty good. Right? There's nothing wrong with it. It's it does take a lot of processing power, but it is fantastic when it comes to detail and all that sort of good stuff. But is it warranted for YouTube? No.
No.
If you're doing a professional job somewhere along the line, yes. But for what we do, it's really not.
Yeah, I think the majority of people probably watch them on like phones or iPads or that sort of stuff anyway. So
yeah. Thanks for your comment too, Pete. Yeah, reluctantly gives me a thumbs up.
Well, from what you said, I was expecting it to be terrible, but I watched it on the iPad, and I couldn't find too much wrong with it. So I thought I'll give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, well,
just this one.
Well, appreciate that.
Yeah.
The bigger the screen, the worse it gets.
That's right. Yeah, I can imagine.
And I wasn't. Oh, mate, it was a freaking nightmare just to get that render off. And I sent a comparison render to what I can see in DaVinci to Kenny.
Right.
He couldn't believe it. It was mate, chalk and cheese. It's like dark and a beautiful color, dark, and I just could not get this thing to fucking render right. Give me the shits.
And you were using similar settings to what Kenny was using. He was saying, I think.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah.
That's strange.
Yeah, it was rendering off really weird. And yet I've done this week's video and all that sort of stuff. And that was 265. But there was no issues with it whatsoever. So okay. I don't know what the hell it is. But anyway.
I forgot I had mine set in H265 because I was just going to play around with testing the DNG photos and color grading them. But then when we went out and were shooting yesterday, it was all in HEVC 265, and I had to go to render it. The 7 minutes of video took had to be 2 hours to render.
Wow.
All I did, it was taking so long to even my proxy files at 720p were taking so long to show when I hit play that, you know, I got really mad. So I just did basic editing and I threw a color LUT on it. It was a Blackmagic cinematic LUT. Didn't look too bad, but the damn thing took forever to render and will only render through the CPU, not GPU.
Mm. Hey, Bob, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, hey, Bob.
And you don't want to stress out your computer, because I was using 100% CPU, according to my, what is that thing called? Task Manager? What is this? Task Manager, yeah.
Now,
Bob got a new computer. Bob Casey just got a new computer.
did he?
Yeah, so did Ari. I got a disturbing message yesterday on Facebook that Ari's got a new computer and could be back in business soon, which is a bit worrying. But
Yeah, look at YouTube. I'll be back soon. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that one too. Oh no.
I thought we'd got rid of him for a while, but looks like he might be back.
You got no picture, Al, by the way, if you want to have a look at that.
I had sent him a message. I wanted to know what he got as far as CPU and GPU,
Who, Brent?
because I've obviously
Oh,
got to
Bob.
go to a desktop.
He did mention some of the specs in his reply to one of the comments on that Facebook post. I think you got an
Okay.
AMD processor.
Yeah, I think so. I'll introduce you to this fella here. Cameron Diaz's much older brother, Al.
Nowhere near as attractive.
His legs aren't as sexy, let me tell you.
She's not going to age well, Cameron Diaz. No way.
Who cares?
Can you hear me?
I could, yeah.
Only
You sound
just.
like you're in a tunnel.
Yeah, maybe my headsets are done. I just got back from Harley. Had to do my first 1,000-mile maintenance.
Oh, that's a good $500 raping.
Oh, shit. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yeah, really bad audio today, man.
What's the matter with your buds?
I think they're not charged. I had them on my head. What? Can you hear me?
Yep.
I had them on my head when riding back from Harley Davidson. So I was listening to them. So maybe they're drained.
Oh. You only get 3 hours on these things. Then you put them back in the case and they charge up for another. If you put, I can't understand it. You put them in for 10 minutes and you can get 90 minutes.
You guys
of
still
use.
hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
I'm sorry about that.
Cameron Diaz still looks as hot as she did 10 years ago. I haven't seen her. Is she in anything?
Well,
Any
that
movies
movie,
we see?
first movie was The Mask, wasn't it? She was like 19 years old or something.
Yeah. Hey, pull her up, Matt. You got something on you? I'll pull her up.
Pull her up.
What the heck is that noise? Robot.
Real matters that you guys.
Who is that?
Sounds like Darth Vader.
No, I don't know. She's got all the wrinkles.
What's going on? What's this? Is she with one of those the twins there? What's her name? What's her name's from Good Charlotte?
What the heck is that noise?
I have no idea.
No. Get the today picture. That's 20, 30 years ago. Get today's picture.
Look at the
'cause I
wrinkles
got-
on it. Look at the wrinkles.
She looks good there. Get the one from today.
I haven't got a picture from her today.
I got the same thing. But it's Google.com search. I wrote in Cameron Diaz today.
Okay.
It's got this terrible looking picture in the top right. What is Cameron Diaz doing now that she is retired from acting? Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Top right. I told you she wasn't going to age well.
She's married to Benji.
Who?
Benji Madden. Good
Who the hell's
Charlotte.
that?
Good Charlotte.
What's Good Charlotte?
Oh my God. Good God.
No,
Never
Good
heard of
Charlotte. What the hell's Good Charlotte?
Benji, there he is there.
Hey, okay, that means nothing to me. Who the hell is he?
The Madden twins. No?
Who are the Madden twins? John Madden is a football announcer.
Lifetime.
Oh,
No complaining.
Well,
No.
we got the robot.
We got
Yeah.
Al's robot. There you go.
I'll say something to
You hear me?
River.
I'm gonna pop out.
Oh my God. You kidding me? Oops, I didn't see these boys here. Gentlemen,
Hey, Chris.
gentlemen,
Don, turn on your mic.
you're muted.
Okay.
Oh, you got some noise going on in the background.
Morning and evening, everybody.
hey, Chris. Hey, Don.
Peter, Matt,
Chris,
Jim,
Don,
Mr. Don,
Bob?
Mr.
here's
Al.
the story.
What's going on? How you doing?
Okay,
How you doing?
is it
You're
working?
doing that on purpose now.
Al,
How are you doing?
I come back in.
Can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you now.
throat a bit, Al.
Needs a bit of vodka lubrication.
That's pretty rough stuff. Make your voice that hoarse.
Yeah.
It's got no ice cubes in it.
No, it's straight out of the bottle.
Straight from the bottom. How are you guys
The bar-
doing today, this morning?
Good, mate. Good. Stingray, how are you, mate? How's things?
Good.
It's
What's going on, Don? What you been up to, mate?
Well, we've been having a whole lot of fun over the last 24 hours. I think you guys, well, no, I guess none of you are Canadian. So I have an app called Drone Pilot Canada that helps folks in Canada know where it's safe to fly, and it keeps track of your checklists and all this crap. So yesterday, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Google put out some sort of a Google Map update that broke all sorts of apps that use Google Maps, like all sorts of like delivery people apps and all that kind of stuff, Uber Eats, and it broke our app as well. It just caused everything to reset. And so I've been working for the last 24 hours trying to get this thing back up and helping people and all this kind of stuff.
I wonder if that's why my mic doesn't work with Google now. When I go to Google search, I can usually just use my mic to talk and say, show me a picture of Cameron Diaz. But I can't do that. It doesn't recognize my mic now.
That was a picture of me when I joined. I saw that. Yeah. Before the operation.
Well, you want to go back and get another one, I think.
Just for you, Matt.
It didn't take.
I think I did-
I think your body's rejecting it.
But yeah, that might be the reason. Did it just happen yesterday,
Ooh, not good.
Jim? The mic problem?
Yeah, well, I only noticed it today. I was out flying yesterday, so when I was trying to use it today, it doesn't. It says I have to allow my mic, but of course, when I go in settings, I've allowed the mic. So
This
probably have-
was mostly on mobile apps, so I don't know whether that was.
Yeah, that's weird.
It was really weird. Anyway, that's what I've been busy doing, and it was a real pain in the butt because I actually have a day job, and it was getting in the way. The day job was getting in the way of the app.
What
Day
did you
jobs
do
get in
to
the way
fix
of
it?
everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Nathaniel, how are you, mate? Thanks for popping in, man. I haven't caught your bloody lives yet, mate. Oh, God damn. I've got to get into that. Droning veteran. Here we go. Now, here's another test, Jim. Droning veteran. What was his name?
Don.
No.
Jim.
I asked you. I said, "How did you fix it?" Because they wouldn't let me talk.
Oh, sorry. Well,
Wait a skirt past the subject, dear. Yeah. He doesn't care, Don. All he cares about is getting away from the question I just asked you.
I typed it.
Oh, did
punch
you?
him. You have to punch him through the screen.
I'm going to have to.
Well, fortunately, it was a priority 1, severity 1 fix for Google to fix this thing because it was broken everywhere in the world, all sorts of apps. And so they got on it pretty fast. It was fixed on iOS within about 6 hours, and on Android only about maybe 5 hours ago. But the problem is that you basically have to reinstall your app with Android because they haven't got the right fix yet. And in a lot of cases, that meant you lose all your data. Now, the Drone Pilot Canada app has a backup system, so it was fine for most people. Some people didn't have it enabled. So, it was really weird and painful. So,
I mean, if
even
I had
Google has bugs.
all the passwords that it keeps for you and all that to all those websites you've been to, I wouldn't
Yeah.
remember.
It sends them all to me.
Well, at least somebody's got them. What's up, Chris? What are you still have daylight there?
Yeah, it's just 7 o'clock here, man. It don't sunsets at 8.
Yeah, it's 20 after 8 here, and that sun left around 7. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 20 after 8 here, and it's pretty dark out. Like you can still see the sky, but
It was pretty good thunderheads rolled through a while ago, and the sun's out now, so it ought to make a pretty sunset. So I'm gonna
Can you hear me now?
leave here in about.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
no, everyone should say no. You can't hear you, Al.
Yeah. Still sounds like a robot, though, eh? No, I'm only kidding.
What was Peter up to today, other
Here
than
is-
talking to his bird friend there?
Oh, he fell for it.
He
No,
did.
we can hear you fine, man.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
I think there's something wrong with my
I was pulling your leg.
AirPods. Oh, okay.
We can hear you.
Oh, okay. How you guys doing this afternoon, or this
Good.
evening, or tonight, or this morning?
Oh, that
I know.
might sucks.
Good.
Everybody's got a different time.
Had a flight yesterday. Enjoyed it. Yeah, absolutely, mate.
Good stuff.
So,
That's all.
what did you do? You sent that rain over here, Chris? Because it's been raining all day.
It went through here. We sent the storm to somewhere east of me. It's bad. Wednesday, Thursday.
Yesterday, we had nothing but wind. I mean, high wind, 40 miles an hour at low level. And
Right.
today, it rained It's still raining.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in the 70s here this weekend, and pretty decent for the first weekend in about 2 months.
Is Adrian here?
Sounds like it.
Bob says, no more Chewbacca. That's about what you sounded like, Al.
Let me try now. How do I sound?
That's all right.
Fine now.
You don't sound like Adrian no more.
No. That's his live unboxings on the live show. Oh,
I
dear.
think he did a live show yesterday.
He did, and I didn't catch it.
I watched the replay a little bit later.
I have to have a chat to him, mate, because he has got to get another camera for that
He
computer.
needs a camera desperately.
I
Oh,
agree.
That phone is
Wow.
that's the camera on his computer, on his Mac. and it is atrocious.
Yeah.
I mean, for the money he spends on props and things like that, I'm kind of guessing he'll be able to get a camera.
He's on a Mac and it's not that good.
Yeah, it's a Mac. It's the built-in camera on the Mac.
Yeah, same with mine. How's mine look?
Yeah,
Crystal clear.
Yeah.
I think he uses his phone, to be honest with you.
No, not for his lives. He doesn't.
I'm just on mine. It's an Asus
Yeah.
Windows machine. I have a Logitech thing, but I have it packed up for some reason.
Same thing here, Don. Asus, just laptop camera, web camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
Oh,
of
you
them.
guys is better than mine. Mine's a piece of crap on this Asus.
Yeah.
Rogue
That's what you
computer.
get for buying stuff in Florida.
Yeah, you got the knockoff.
I got it from Best Buy.
He's got
Best Buy have their own model numbers.
it.
Jim, what were you saying earlier? You said you were struggling with a H.265 footage.
Yeah. I was playing. I was going to shoot DNG photos, and apparently I left it in 265. So 7 minutes of video just took me like 2 hours to render because it only would render through the CPU. Now maybe that's because I colored it. I had to. It looked terrible.
And you can't save it as a proxy. You can't save it as a proxy before you start editing it.
No,
Yeah, but then it still applies whatever you change in the proxy, it still throws onto the file you're rendering.
Mhm.
Yeah, proxy file won't change your render times because
No.
it's rendering to its full potential.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when it's rendering, it's rendering.
It's rendering.
Yeah. Proxy's just for editing and smoother editing, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't mind mucking around with it. I had a bit of fun with that, with the 265. But
And what does the 265 get you?
the 265 as a raw file is, it's just dull. It looks like poo. But
Yeah,
You're
but you
supposed
get
to get
more
actual
detail and
10-bit color to answer your
and flexibility to edit.
color deck.
yeah, okay, yeah, it goes from the 8-bit to 10-bit, yeah. So you get everything you need. Once you chuck a color grade on, it looks pretty good. But as I said to Jim earlier, I don't know if we were live then or not, but anyway, for our purposes, 265, mucking around with that much detail, you really don't need it for YouTube. And as I said, if you're going to do a professional thing on 265, well, go for it, but not for YouTube,
Yeah.
There's no in between when you do that. If you commit to 265, you have to color grade, and bingo, you're done. You're stuck with those rendering times.
You do.
Because-
You do have to.
You're rendering the entire video, not just the change. Normally, you're just rendering changes, like adding a title or fixing the audio in one area. But when you're doing that coloring, you have to render the whole damn video.
I take it to converter. I convert it in compressor. I don't know. Maybe my MacBook is pretty decent for editing video.
It might be because mine is 2 years old now, so I'm only running an i7 6700 HQ CPU. 6700 is pretty.
Well,
basic.
remember, mine is what, mid 2015, late 2015. I think just Macs in general probably do well with video editing and things like that.
It might be.
Mine's an open box from Best Buy.
You did?
Mine's an open box from Best Buy.
Which one did you get, Chris? Which Asus?
I don't know, Jim. I have no idea, man. It's just a laptop. I'm not a geeky guy. I'm sorry.
You're killing.
I leave the stickers on mine so I know what it is.
Yeah, Don. I'd had somebody had to tell me where to go look, see what it even is.
Yeah, mine's an i7 with an NVIDIA video processor.
Is it in the settings?
I think it's only got 8 gig of RAM. That's the thing that pisses me off with it. And I don't want to upgrade it because I just don't want to open the box.
I got 32 of RAM, but it didn't seem to help me out. It just
Well, yeah, I mean, when I checked on the whatever the hell it's called when you do the Control-Alt-Delete and you get the monitoring of all everything that's going on, it wasn't a problem with memory. Like when it was slow, it turns out for me it was the heck was it doing? There was something wrong, but it wasn't running out of memory. I think it was basically lagging on the disk.
Mine's an i7 II with a 7500U CPU at 2.7 gigahertz.
See, yours is already better than mine. Mine's at 2.59 and it maxes out at 3.5, but it's an i67, 6700. So
Yeah,
yours
I
is
was
better
in
than mine.
Best Buy and it just open box, told the kid what I wanted, and he went and got it. I think it's around $500-600 for it.
You
Good
probably have a GPU, an NVIDIA GPU, like 1660 or something on there.
Shit, what is that?
Should be under. If you just type in system.
System type is 64-bit operating system. I don't see no NVIDIA nowhere.
Mine is
Type
2.2
system.
gigahertz quad core Intel Core i7 mid 2015.
Whoa.
16 gigabytes, and that doesn't even have nearly as much as you guys are even saying.
Yeah.
That was hip at the time.
yeah.
That was top notch.
Yeah. That's the best part about it. We got a bid to upgrade our stuff next year at work. 30 grand just to upgrade 2 computers.
That's
That's
stupid.
That's buying a key for Wonderware to go with it, license.
Oh, we got.
Hi, Kevin Chaos.
See you, mate. Thanks for popping through ever so briefly. You're not missing much. So, yeah, have a good one.
What do you mean? We're comparing sizes.
Well, yeah, we always do that. And whether we.
Well, I learned something tonight. Thanks, Jim.
You typed in system?
Yeah.
And it gives you all the information,
Yeah.
everything that's in that baby.
Yep. Sis.
Yeah, so yours is in better shape than mine is. But I knew that. I mean, when I bought it 2018 Christmas time, I wasn't worried about the editing pressure. But now that I'm having all the bottlenecks, I am. So
Yeah,
it's time for a new one.
pain. It's a pain when your editor's giving you grief. And the
And
thing I found out just last video I was editing, I guess last weekend probably. The editor I use Cyberlink Power Director, and
Yeah,
it
that's what I
was-
use.
Oh yeah, well it was every few minutes it was like just doing the spinny wheel thing, just
Yeah.
pissing me off. And then I realized why it was doing that. About 6 months ago, it was crashing on me all the time. So I put on auto save like every 5 minutes.
Oh,
so every 5 minutes it says, "Hang on, Don, you got to save this." It pissed me off.
Hey, Adrian, how are you, mate?
yeah. I bought the Power Director 17, and then, like an idiot, I said, "Oh, I like this." So I got the Director Suite for the
Yeah.
year.
Which is useless, but yeah.
I know what.
I did. It was like $20 more or something. So they just suck you into taking it. This time though, I bought the the subscription plan, because
Yeah.
it turned out the subscription plan was not a whole lot more than just buying one.
Yeah.
So I figured, hey, why not? And I'll actually get bug fixes once in a while.
Yeah.
It's still has bugs.
Director Suite 365.
Yeah.
Leave out.
We have that, and Rick Halber's got that too in the chat.
Okay. Hey, Rick. Hey, there's Rick right there.
But we both did the same thing. I bought the Power Director first, and then decided I liked it because it was so easy. And then I bought the Director Suite.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? What time
Well-
was truth? Yep.
iPad Pro 12 times.
Yeah, I have an iPad Pro. I've been editing on LumaFusion, and then I send export to Final Cut Pro to stabilize it. Seems to do all right.
Okay.
It definitely sliced through it like butter, a lot faster than my MacBook does.
Was it
Really?
Yeah, it's incredible.
was it buttery smooth?
Yeah, we want to know if it's buttery.
What the
Buttery
hell
smooth.
is that anyway?
Buttery smooth.
Apparently, I've never had it.
That's 85. That's
When
85.
butter's that
On your dairy counter. Yeah.
when butter's that smooth, it's sloppy. you
Yeah.
know? So I don't know what they mean by that.
Buttery smooth.
Even my 2017 iPad Pro 10.5 handles the 4K video with these. That's no problem at all. Again, I will use LumaFusion as well, and that handles it really well.
Jim, I could drop the 10-bit file on a iPad Pro, and it slices through it pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
I
butter?
dropped Don.
Like
I
Bud Baby.
dropped my preview window down to regular HD 720p
Yeah,
because it was just stuttering.
you're right. Yeah,
You know, driving me insane.
yeah. I
Can't
do.
handle it.
Okay,
Hey,
fellas. I'm
Do you
gonna
ever
put out.
do you ever use the pre-cut feature?
No, I the pre-render. You mean?
No, pre-cut. Like when you have a bunch of long video snips in your inventory, and you want to just use like maybe 2 minutes of a 20-minute clip, you
Right.
can right-click on it, get a pre-cut. But there's a bug in it. If you ever go back there, I don't know what the sequence of events are, but if you Rick, how do you know that? But if you go back after doing a pre-cut, the whole thing will crash. So you got to be careful.
I just got to say, Adrian, I can see you, mate. It's all good, man. I'll get you on when I can, buddy.
I'm
Adrian
going,
can
man.
come in. I'll hop out.
I'm out. I'm
Let
just
me
going
come
to
in.
find
I'll
sunset.
hop out.
So will I. Hug you all.
I'll hop out.
I'll come
If
back.
anybody
after-
wants to come in,
I'll come back after a while.
Ari or anyone.
Chris
Man.
is trying to get out of here to catch the sunset.
If you see me go live, don't think nothing of it.
Chris, it sounded way too much like a Seinfeld episode when you said, "I'm out."
I'll keep y'all later.
Right. And now Adrian's gone. What?
Well, he was in the shower anyway, so you know what it is.
Oh, yeah. Let's hope he's had
Probably
his shower.
dropped the soap, you know. Lost
Oh, yeah. Come on, Adrian. Pop back in, mate. God damn.
Only get one chance.
And Ron's in the chat there. Yeah, I've seen that there.
Remote Pilots Australia. Who is Remote Pilots?
Matt, does Ron want to come in?
That's,
Do you have
Ari.
someone in the waiting room? Or Ari? or someone?
no one's in there at the moment.
There's only 5 of us. There's a
Well, I don't
spot.
know how this stuff works.
Yeah. Ari, yes, remote pilots. Have you got him, Don?
Oh, that's Ari. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I do have Ari. Yeah, I just didn't recognize the
Hmm.
handle or whatever you call it.
Yeah. No, he's been working on computers for the last, it seems like 2 weeks, building up his kids' computers, and he's just finished his own computer. Now you should see that thing. Holy moly! It looks like it come off Star Trek set.
I know. I don't want a computer with LED.
It would fit here.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what? It's very difficult not to buy the upper end stuff without LEDs now, because all the upper end stuff's been bought by gamers, and they want all the pretty shit going on with the keyboards that light and flash and all that, and the RAM's got its own LEDs on it now, you know.
Or
And
you have to have that. You know.
Why do I
Sorry?
want that crap annoying me?
Well, you can turn them off though in the software if you want to.
Well,
You
then
don't- you
that's
don't have
what
to
I'll
have
do.
And we get the ceiling.
There he is. There he is.
There's Adrian.
And that great camera work.
Yep.
Fantastic. That's buttery smooth. That is.
What
But
editing,
it's
Shut
above
it up.
the weight, which is good.
what editing you got there? That's professional.
How you doing, Don?
Yeah, Adrian.
Peter? Aldias?
What's up, Adrian? How you doing?
Matt?
How you going, buddy? Good
Hey,
to see
Jim,
you back.
Jim,
mate.
Jim, look at my hat, Jim. Look at the hat.
Oh,
That's for you. Right there.
That guy died.
Because that's exactly what you are. Yeah, he did. He needs some flash.
He
That's how
died.
long
I made it through.
Yeah. Adrian, long time no see, mate. What's been going
I know,
down?
man. It's been like 3 years I haven't seen you.
I saw you live the other night, and we
Sure
were just.
you did.
I did.
We were just commenting on how stellar the video quality was.
Yeah, we were just talking about. We've got to have a chat to you about getting another camera, mate, because that is Pooh City, dude.
he's
It
coming in
is.
good now, though.
I'm actually, because I'm using my iPhone.
Exactly.
For some reason,
Yeah.
the camera on my computer is just crap.
It is. Have you got settings on that? Can you change the settings?
Told you he was using the iPhone. His phone.
When?
I've been he's such a liar. He can't help
Do
it.
the live.
He's a
No,
liar.
use your computer to do the live.
No, he used his phone.
No,
I
he
use
didn't.
my computer to do the live.
Oh, that's
my-
terrible.
Oh my God, Jim.
I'm sorry to hear that. That's distressing news.
I would have been sorry a few times.
Adrian, did you pull a little bit of clear tape off the camera when
Oh, Peter.
no, that's the question. Yes.
Are
Oh
you going
my
to start
God.
with your crap here?
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
That's good, actually. That was professional there. He paid this normally.
Still
It's a
got
very, very easy thing to overlook.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, Jim, that T-shirt brings out your eyes.
Did you pull the clear piece of tape off the front of the camera or not?
No.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
That answers Peter's question.
Sorry, Don. I get shit every time I come over here, Don. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You know,
That's why you had that buttery smooth, crystal clear footage.
that answer of Adrian's answers more than Peter's question, to be honest. That says a lot, actually, about the intellect we're dealing with here.
What was the answer?
I
He
feel
said
so
no,
loved today. You know that? I
hadn't
feel
pulled
really
it.
loved today.
No, yeah, I can't hear him anyway.
Of today. We got 2 weeks to catch up on Adrian. That was good. Oh, but I did see Adrian on Rodney's show. We had a bit of a laugh that night, didn't we, mate?
Yeah, we did, and it was good without Jim. It was
Bob
good.
Casey says you did a good job. Adrian,
Oh, Adrian.
We're not worried about you, Jim.
I'm telling you, Bob Casey said you did a good job. As much as I disagree with him, he says you did
I
a
know.
good job. Had a few guests where they came from.
Thank
I
you, Bob
don't know.
Casey. Thank you, Bob Casey.
And you were good as a producer, which I
Rob.
find to be unbelievable.
Will you guess those page descriptions you did, mate, this time?
Do I need to start playing some music? Is that what you want me to do?
Not really. You
Oh,
can
where'd he go?
do it all you like now, mate.
There he goes. You said no, and he disappeared.
How y'all doing?
Well, hi, Adrian. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Don. You're the only reputable person in. Everybody else. Oh, I'm sorry, Aldiz.
Oh, no, you can't go back
Adrian,
now.
It's all right.
Adrian, what did you do to Ron the other night? Or what did Ron do to you on his live stream? On your live stream.
He actually came on and he was a gentleman.
He said, ask your brother Adrian what I did to him on his live stream the other night.
Yes, he did. Hey, son, come here. I'm about to show you. Hold on. Son,
What did he do to his son?
hold
I beat
on.
him up.
It wasn't my son. He was Matt, mind your business. Hold on.
Oh, look. He shook his glass full of ice cubes.
Oh, did he?
That's what Bob Casey said. So Adrian just told his son to go get a glass full of ice cubes. I'm sure of it.
No, I think if he's talking about his live stream, I think Ron was on there with ice chewing on it, goofing around.
Always nice.
I think that's what Ron,
Yeah.
Ron may be referencing to.
Pretty much. Adrian, you were missed last for your loyalty. I know it was. I know, stay right.
Just
I'm
a second.
sorry.
I gotta,
It has come
My
into
internet was actually
question.
acting crappy.
Contracts were heard to be torn up.
New one's made.
Hey, Adrian, you did a good job on your live stream. I watched the replay. I didn't catch you live.
Thank you, Aldiz. I appreciate you.
I gave you a like. I'll come watch you on Wednesdays.
Don't do that,
As
Al.
long as you don't, slip on the drinks like that, I'll be there.
Thank you.
Let's all go on Adrian's show and
Do you know what? It's funny, that either cracks people up or it annoys the absolute crap out of them. Now, Rodney found that hilarious.
Oh, he was laughing his ass off.
He was crying. Or it can do a jig on your last nerve like it did to Jim. So,
Yes.
and Chris Hope too, by the way.
To be honest with you, Matt, I didn't really care if Jim get upset on that. He don't love me anymore, so I don't care.
I know.
That's what he told me.
Does he still ring you during the week like he used to?
He don't even call me anymore. I don't even talk to him on the phone. He don't call me.
Maybe
So I
you
don't
should.
care.
Maybe
You don't send me flowers anymore.
Jim, don't you guys live by each other? Aren't you guys both in Florida?
Look, you got
Something
dogs
wrong with
in
face
Italy.
down.
How come you
Oh,
guys
by
don't
the
take
way,
a trip
Aldi-
over to your place?
Is that blood
by the
coming
way,
out your
Aldiaz,
ears?
What's up, bud?
he don't like me no more. You know, he had Joe worship by his house, but he don't even want to invite me over there.
Yeah, I thought you guys would like bond, do some
He
bonding.
told me
some
no,
Florida
I'm not
bonding.
allowed to come over there, but he had Joe worship by his home.
I told Adrian to lose my number.
I've been dumped.
I had a friend tell me that once, man. We were heavily drinking years ago. He said, got so pissed off. He goes, he didn't know what to say. And he says, lose my number. Funny as hell at the time. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh.
You know, because he didn't want to curse out his buddy. You know what I mean? He just says, lose my number. All right. I guess none of you guys had drinking till 4 a.m. nights, huh?
No, we're the ended that way.
Yeah, dude. I don't know how many friends I've lost on a drunken evening, but in the morning, no one can remember we're not friends anymore.
Yep.
Were you the one that we had?
You call him up and
So-
say, what the hell did we do last night?
I don't know. You want a beer? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So, any word on any new drones that
Who
actually is a ghost? Jim, I'm not talking. I'm talking to Don.
I don't have any new drones. Nope, just my my regular one, my Mavic 2 Pro. I see there's a lot of interest in this Mavic Air 2, but I don't know. They seem to be leaking a lot too much information, in my opinion.
That's a hell of a lot, isn't it?
I seen a couple of pictures. It looks pretty much like the Mini, like just a little bigger.
Yeah, it's kind of halfway between the Pro and the Mavic 2 and the Mini. Yeah.
It'll be
It's like they're
interesting.
trying to undercut their own sales.
Well, they're trying to cover up every bit of the market.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low, mid, and high range. I actually saw a feed come up there yesterday, although I haven't clicked on it yet, but I will have a look at it. And it's the comparison between the Mavic 2 Pro and the Evo, the new Evo.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't watch the video, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm just wondering whether it's the 8K or the 6K. I'd like them to do a comparison with the 6K because that's got a lot better camera on it. I'm hoping it's not the 8K one.
They did a 6K comparison. That Aldrin guy from San Diego did one.
Okay, what was that? The 8K shooting in 6, or was it the 6K camera?
I thought it was a 6K camera, but I could be wrong.
Okay, because that's the better one.
There's a guy called by Flypath on YouTube. He did one with the Mavic 2 Pro and the 6K Evo, and I mean the video on the Evo it still look like 4K anyway because we don't, the 6K doesn't really exist yet on phone or any kind of software yet. Am I right, Jim?
Yeah. How would we know?
But
Well,
what
you could,
Some of the shots were in some of the
you
shots
can
were
do the zoom, the digital zooms and stuff, and not lose resolution. So that'd be okay, I guess.
absolutely. But Adrian, what was the difference with color depth and clarity and all that sort of thing?
When it comes to the Mavic 2 Pro, it still look well. You have it. It looks pretty normal, but the Evo 2, it looks more like it's just like color corrected. You know what I mean? It looks like exactly. There you go, Aldi. You just took the words out of my mouth.
Okay.
So it looks a lot different. It almost looks like it just being like they just messing with the background a little bit. It just looked too. it don't look normal like what we used to.
Okay, because I have found that with the 2 Pro as well. If I pump saturations too much, which I did in one video where I really rooted around with the videos, and I wanted to be straight footage from the camera, which I did do. Now some of the shots look like that had been color corrected and oversaturated, but that was actually from the camera.
But that was an excellent video, Matt, because the color, the scenes that you were taking, they needed that saturation to really make them pop, and I think it looked good. So
yeah, there were a lot of yellows and a lot of greens, and you can really go too far with those colors, especially the greens. It can take over the whole thing.
So Matt, when you do those camera settings, do you even color correct in post? You
No.
just leave it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I did with that one, not last week. Oh, about
I
2
only
weeks.
see the one from the DJI Spark Dags Falls.
Oh yeah, okay. 2 back from that. You've what was
Ripley?
it? No, the one previous to that.
DJI Somerset.
Yeah. Actually, the one in Ripley too. That was straight off the camera as well. But I
Which
mucked
one
around.
did you play with the color with that you thought was too heavy?
Is what do you call it? Somerset. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the one at Ripley, I mucked around with the white balance between cloudy and sunny.
Yeah.
that makes a big difference. Definitely.
It does. And I like the look of what I did with that because it was actually put into, well, I can't remember whether it was sunny or cloudy, but it gave it.
It was
slight
cloudy.
yellowishy tinge, which was just added to the atmosphere, I guess, of the fog and all that sort of shit. So. But that other one, yeah, straight off the camera, man. Got impressed with that camera.
That's daring, Matt, because I've never thought about fudging with those settings, just for the fear that it could mess up you know what I mean, the shot that you're going for. You know what I mean? So you go out there and I don't know, you could check it on your smart controller or your iPad, but when it's all said and done, it could fudge up. You know what I mean? Could be too much for what you want.
Could really screw up your capture at beyond the point that you could correct for it. Yeah.
Right.
Well, out of that 2 minutes of video, there's about 15 minutes of it which was crap.
So
And then you did well.
So there was a lot of trial and error. I'm still learning with that camera.
So hey, Matt, hey guys, I'm looking at the did a little Google search, and it looks like the Evo 2 ranges from $1,495 to be the cheapest one to $1,795, and then $2,095.
I'm gonna tell you, I bought the Evo 2, guys. I canceled it and then I put an order at DroneWorks in for it. The rugged
Which
one.
one?
I got the rugged 6K one.
That's the go. That's the one.
With
That's
the
the
one-
one.
How much was that one? How much was
That
that one?
one
Elias?
was $19.95. And
Okay, then it must be this one.
tax.
Let me look
It
at
was
it.
the least tax out of all the.
Hey, we have
all the
someone
ones I used to.
Fly High Ireland. Are you actually in Ireland? Isn't it 10, almost 2 in the morning?
Yeah, they stay up late there. Thomas O'Sullivan usually joins us too.
The pub must be closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who do you order with, Aldias? What was the website?
DroneWorks.
Okay. Because I'm looking at some website called Adorama, something like that, and they got it for $17.95.
That's a
Adorama
camera
too.
site.
So is B&H. They're selling it.
What do we got here? What do we
B&H Photo, Adorama, DroneWorks, Autel, and there's a couple of other ones that are verified dealers.
got? G'day, Brett. How are you, mate? Victorian Aerial. Thanks for popping in, man.
Yeah. And Mr. Fly High Ireland is indeed at almost 2 in the morning. Good for you. Must be
I've
desperate.
never had another drone besides the QX 350. That's when it like way back in the days. In fact, look, it's this one.
Hey,
Just
Craig.
chill for it.
Oh, Al. Holy moly.
See that? And I rigged the Tarek 2D. This is way back.
Very cool.
Look at the size of those props. They almost look too small for the drone.
They look like paddles.
But it's so plasticky. It's like pretty cheap.
But I do like the angled struts on the landing gear there. It looks so very Enterprise-ish.
That was way back in the day.
How bad was that, Al?
That was bad. You had
Yeah,
no, it wasn't very good. It flew okay, but you couldn't go very far. It's all visual line of sight.
No, on that,
I didn't even have a GoPro. I had a Mobius. You guys ever heard of the Mobius camera? Mobius,
Yeah.
the dash cam cameras. That's what that Tarek 2D gimbal's for. It's for that camera. So I had that camera mounted to that drone.
Cool.
Here's Enrique. He's the fella that we're putting that video together. I was talking to you, Don, about with Dave in it and all that.
Oh yeah, cool. Oh, that's
Matt,
very cool.
Was he another channel?
Yeah.
Another channel name? I've had him for a while. Is he Spanish guy, isn't he?
Yeah. Same. You know, I've had him for a while. Hey,
Did you say sandwich guy, Al?
Spanish. I'm sorry, Spanish. And if I sound like sandwich, I'm sorry, Spanish.
how are you today, mate? Good to see you, man. That's going to be really interesting. I've seen a little bit of footage that the other people have put in. And it's going to be a great video, man, and a good look. Just a minute each, you know, of everyone's area from around the world, man. What a great idea.
blah 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 blah.
Here
Matt,
we
when
go.
you shot that Somerset video, did
Yeah,
you add
Spanish,
clouds
man.
into that? Did you
No.
add a flare?
No, nothing's added, mate. Everything's straight off that camera, and everything's changed with the apertures and shutter speeds to get
Did you add clouds? Yeah. We
Yeah.
all have time to add.
Oh,
clouds.
no. You can do that. You could do that in picture.
Sure. Yeah, but
You
why
can
would
do that, Don.
somebody accused me of doing that? I have a video from 2 years ago. I was actually it was taken from a boat and going up a river, and the water is so smooth, and the clouds are Simpsons clouds kind of thing, right? And the reflection in the water is so smooth. People were accusing me of faking it.
Unreal, eh? Curtis Dart. Look at this.
Hey,
Look at this. Mate. The only thing that's a bit of a downer for
Curtis Dart.
is that Adrian
Oh,
said,
Curtis.
which he's a bit upset about. But anyway, he'll get over that.
Sooner or later.
He knows high quality shows when he sees them, so that's why he's here.
There
That's
you go.
right.
Damn,
You know-
Peter. Thank you.
Don,
You're
have you
welcome.
tried any of those lens flares?
Me?
Yeah.
Lens flare? I love lens flares.
You yeah, I went a bit crazy on lens lens flares for a while.
Matt is Mr. Lens Flare. Have you noticed, Jim, that in I think it's in the blending tool in CyberLink Power Director, you can add lens flares.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
That's
See
why
ya,
I haven't done it.
I'll chat to you on the weekend, man.
I don't like them.
No,
Even
Well,
though
I
you
mean,
can change the direction of the flare and all that, I still don't like it.
yeah,
I like the natural ones. I don't know about the ones that are thrown in editing, but if you've been doing that, you've had me fooled because I'm thinking they're real sun flares. Unless you made them better looking.
I did do that to some footage that Ari sent me.
You added some lens flare into areas.
I did. That was that one I showed you last week. That the sun was already there and the sun looked great, and I just buggered around with this thing, and I was in two minds whether to actually leave it there. But I changed the transparency on it, really lowered it down just so it was just visible. But as I said, as the camera's panning around, you can see the lens flare. And I said, anyone with a keen eye would know that lens flare is going to stay where the sun is, but it doesn't. It just follows.
A motion tracking lens flare.
Nice.
Matt, you had me fooled. I didn't even bother to look. I'm going to go back and look for that.
Yeah, that was the video I did, the comparison between the Mavic Pro, the 2 Zoom and the 2 Pro with Ari, and that's the last shot. I think if you're looking for it, it's called, I think, Which One Do You Like, or something like that. Anyway, of course, the Mavic Pro just outshone the 2 Zoom and the Pro as well. You know.
Question for you guys: the DJI FlySafe maps, do they seem to reflect your laws in your countries?
Do you update them? I've never updated them.
No, but does it actually correspond to where you're really allowed to fly? Start with you, Jim, in the U.S.
I have never updated them, but I can tell you, like when I'm near the Air Force Base, the no flying comes up where I can't take off.
Yeah. Okay. How about you, Matt and Pete?
Sorry, I was just reading this. Adrian just wrote to Brad and Ariel's there, what's cracking? He goes, my brain, Adrian, I'm studying.
What a prick.
Yeah. So what was the question, Don?
So the FlySafe map, does it reflect reality for the regulations in Australia?
It does, yeah. But no, I haven't used Open Skies for quite some time. But that's the app that replaced. Has he got hiccups? That replaced. Can I Fly there? Now they weren't updating. If there was a fire down the road, they weren't updating that, and you had no idea there was a bloody fire there.
Yeah, we don't have that here at all. We don't have real time things. We're supposed to check our no towns. Like,
okay. Well, what I have got, Nari put me onto this, is a website.
Okay, we'll talk to you later, Matt.
See you, Matt.
I have done that twice during live streams. You're pressing on a screen and you knock yourself off. He probably
Yeah,
I did.
share a screen.
I did that on mine too by mistake.
And
God damn.
I would
man.
come back right in the room. Yep, there he is.
Yes. Now, okay to fly.
so here's what. The rules in Canada are pretty strict about where you can fly. You have to be 5.6 kilometers away from the middle of certified airports, and there's all sorts of restricted zones like the Parliament buildings and Niagara Falls, stuff like that.
Your rules in Canada are probably more strict than the rules here in the U.S. Am I right or am I wrong?
Much more strict, definitely. But here's the thing: the FlySafe map is nowhere near what it says. Like, they're not reflecting the regulations at all. So I hear all sorts of people all the time saying, well, I should have been fined because the FlySafe thing would have stopped me otherwise. So tomorrow, so I'm doing a video tomorrow. I'm going to a restricted zone, and I'm going to have my Drone Pilot Canada app, which does show the actual regulation fly zones. And I'm gonna show that the damn drone will take off right in the restricted zone.
When I flew my Mavic 2 Pro in the China Basin area in San Francisco, I was in an area where you could fly. You know advisories. You don't need to contact through AirMap or anything like that. So I flew. When I started getting closer towards the arena, past the ballpark, I hit a wall. It stopped. The drone stopped, and the elevation was at 200 feet. I obviously was above that, and I couldn't fly into it. Which is weird. I thought you would be able to at least fly in and lower your altitude, but it stopped right in the track. And it's in the tracks, So I guess there was a geofence there.
There must have been, yeah. They've really flubbed it in Canada. They haven't. The FlySafe map is terrible. It's useless, really. I mean, it stops you where you should be able to. Sorry?
Who's responsible for that?
Well, DJI owns the FlySafe map, and they claim, because I've talked to their lawyer, they claim that they're working with Nav Canada, which owns the airspace and has the real maps, But I know that Nav Canada doesn't like to give them out. Like they wanted to charge me $4,000 a year for the data.
Why?
Oh, because it's idiotic. Transport
Don't the
Transport
people
Canada.
own it?
Transport Canada is the government agency. They've subcontracted to a company called Nav Canada to do control the airspace, and it's what they call a non-profit company, which means they can spend as much as they want, and the government will pay them. So they charge for everything, absolutely everything.
That's what's going to happen here in the U.S. with the unmanned systems supplier, USS.
Yeah, the
Universal
things with
supplier.
the remote ID. The remote ID thing's going to make you go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis, send that through, mate. I'll be interested to hear that. I might put it on one of my vids, man. I'll pay you royalties.
So you
From
see
all the
what
money.
Bill's saying from Coast to Coast Drones about the Mavic Mini after he updated? One motor ESAC error, landed, reboot, not after that. I haven't had any issues with
Wow.
the update.
I thought I don't have a Mini, but I heard that they gave you camera control now, finally.
Yeah, you have full manual control on video, which is awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
I
What
need to
does that
update on
mean?
it. What the video? The
Oh,
video.
you had control of the shutter, the ISO, whereas before you had to use auto and ISO. You had to use you had to lock it. The exposure value, you had to lock the exposure.
Hang
value.
on, hang on. What have they done?
They've added a manual control to so you can manipulate your shutter and ISO and things of
Thank
that
you
nature.
very much.
Every other drone has.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, I
Well,
couldn't see why they couldn't, because the still photos you could, but videos you couldn't. What?
No.
Oh, that's
It
brilliant.
dude, it makes you think. They have the power to do that in all their drones. Maybe in a Mavic 2 Pro, they can go 4K 60 frames per second with just a simple update.
I'm sure they do. But they did exactly the same thing.
And Apple Logic.
They did the same thing with the Osmo Pocket. When it first came out, you didn't have manual control, or you had some limited manual control. And then they said, "Oh, you want manual control? Okay, here we go. Flip it out, firmware thing." But they do all that stuff so that they can release it to market faster, because they don't have to test all these features at the time of releasing the product, and then they can test the different releases as they go through.
I like the Mavic Mini. I mean, the camera's pretty decent for
Hey,
YouTube.
Kenny.
I mean, I pixel peep and I think it looks like crap, but at times. But for the most part, it's a good little drone.
Yeah, and the wind control is an
Yeah,
issue.
That's exactly right, Don.
That was the only thing that really turned me off. Apart from being Wi-Fi, I mean, you can't expect much more at that price point anyway. But for what you did, I remember that video you did right through down the creek and all that sort of thing. Perfect thing, and that's what I used my Spark for. Except now you've got the Mavic Mini to do that in 2.7, where the Spark is still restricted to 1080p.
Hey, Gary.
That's not to annoy you. How much was the Spark?
Oh, I think I paid 600 Australian, so around about the same price point as the Mavic Mini,
Okay. All right.
as a new drone. Yeah, and for the money, the Mavic Mini is fantastic for what you get. And
Better than the Spark?
well, now that they've got the camera control, yes, you've got more flight time. Number one, absolutely big plus winner there.
And the gimbal, isn't the gimbal not 3-axis? It's 2-axis
right.
on a Spark.
It's 2 axis. Well, the Spark had a 3-minute flight time because it took 27 minutes to connect to your phone.
I never had that issue, Don. You did. You had a lemon, my man.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
How did you not throw it clear across the neighborhood?
Well, that was the other problem. Is it kept breaking its props as I threw it across the room.
God, I would have done an Irish jig on the damn thing.
Oh yeah.
Carbon fiber props is what you'd be looking for, Don. No, look, man, I've flown that thing. I think there's like nearly 600 odd flights on that now that I've got on the Spark, and
Wow.
yeah, and that's
You're wearing her out, Matt.
yeah, I know, yeah, yeah. Well,
Did you sell the Spark, Matt? Do you
No,
still
I
have
didn't.
it?
Yeah, I still got it. Yeah.
He can't
And-
sell it. It's his friend.
Well, that's a special friend we call it, Don.
You have to give it a deep steam cleaning before you sold it.
It's going to have to be sanitized for your protection. But then again, too, and I've still got the original props on it, which they're still going fine. There's no chips, dings, nothing in them. So I should actually change them out because you know, wear and tear, man. That thing's probably going to drop a prop somewhere, or just fling off in the middle of the, and that'll be the end of that.
Hey, Matt, do you have anyone waiting in the green room,
No.
like Ron or anything like that?
Well, no, if you're bored, mate, you can go. It's all
No,
right.
no. I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm just saying. If
Are
someone's
we
there
holding
waiting,
you up now?
Nice,
No,
nice
not at
one,
all.
Kenny.
Not at all. Not at all.
He's getting happier and happier as the night goes along. Yeah, no, you're right, mate. Whatever,
Okay.
man.
I just dropped $500 on my first maintenance on my motorcycle. Harley took my wallet and raped me.
Yep.
So I need
They gave your wallet a steam cleaning.
Yep.
For
Yeah, hey,
absolutely nothing for changing your oil.
Oh, I won't go back. I know that for sure. I did the first 1,000 and that's it. It's in the computer. It's there. They know what's going on. Everything's perfect, and I'll start doing it on my own.
Dropbox. I'm going to check this out. So this is your music, Curtis, and I can play this on here, and there won't be any issues. Is that correct?
Yes, he said.
Okay.
Sanitizer, thumbs up. Says Gary.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Kenny, I don't know if you saw it or not. Maybe you did. Yes, you did, obviously. I think like that. What do you think of the Mavic Mini now having that shutter control, the same as what we had on the Spark, mate? That's
Spark is like your first love. You never part with it.
That's right. Or if you do part with it, you never forget it.
I dropped 500 on a new quad and batteries for spring. FPV. That's Mike Nitron.
Yeah,
What'd you buy?
Oh,
Curtis,
he's got the Mini, the Mavic Mini.
I think he has a mini.
That's why he bought another quad.
He updated his last night. Controller
Oh,
would
shit.
just keep beeping.
We bricked on him.
It sounds like Don's problem with the Spark. Couldn't
Had
connect.
to-
Were you Wi-Fi from your device to the controller, or were you OTG?
I did everything. I started with Wi-Fi, and then I OTG'd. Then I thought the OTG cable must surely be defective. So
want to turn it off.
shut up.
So then I got another OTG cable. That didn't do anything. So the final thing that got it working, I got a replacement controller, connected that, and suddenly it worked like that. I went back to the original controller, and it was fine too. So I returned the new controller. It needed some sort of a slap in the face to get it.
I would have kept the new controller and just given the old one.
Well, there were serial numbers at play here, so
That's what a razor blade underneath it off.
no.
Well, yeah.
Well, I might have kept the new one if the old one didn't work, but I was curious. It was like, why is this now working perfectly? So I flipped back to the old controller, and then it was still working perfectly. So I figured, what the hell?
And from that day on, you didn't have any issues.
Not really, no. But by that time, it was tainted.
Yeah. See, I used to get around about 700 meters video feed on my Spark, 700 to 800, depending on where I was. And then the video feed would start to crack up. Now, that's plenty far enough for the Spark. But I didn't want that to happen anyway. So I got the OTG, plugged that in, and I just thought I'd test it out one day, and flew it 2Ks away. And it was fine.
So still within visual line of sight. Good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Straight in front of me. It was.
And you can see that little bastard 2 miles away. Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
So mine would the video would break up around, I don't know, maybe 300 meters. It would just and then it would it would connect back, but it would be laggy by about 15 seconds, which is a little tough to fly.
15 seconds is a big lag, dude.
You know,
Missed the tree.
I'd come back and land, and you'd see it still going.
I wonder why everybody's such a downer on the Fly app. It has less bloatware on it. You got so many aircrafts flying on the Go 4.
Yeah.
With the Fly app only having one, you would think people would be a little bit more like, it's not a bad app. I kind of like it because it's so plain, and you know what I mean?
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah,
The Go 4 is
intuitive.
the Go 4 is very complicated. I mean, trying to find something,
Really?
not full control though. It's still limited on what you can control. Oh, on the camera control, Night Train?
Yeah, on the Mini.
So he got it fully updated. I didn't think he was successfully updated.
I updated mine and I was able to control the shutter and the ISO. But I did notice when I had an ND filter on it that the exposure value was going high and low. It was moving.
700 meters, Ari. You can see it at 2,000 meters.
Ari's seen me fly. He knows. He goes, where is it? I said, just out there, mate. Just right there.
Right there. Can't you see
Over
it?
there somewhere.
Just there, mate. Right there.
You can't miss it. It's over there.
Look, it's just above that cloud there.
Yeah.
Well, you're not flying it. That's why.
You know what I love, Don, is when you're watching the damn thing, and if you mistakenly look at your controller or somebody talks to you when you look at them, you've lost it.
Oh, yeah.
That little dot you can no longer find.
Yeah.
I found going from my Phantom 3, which I started with, to the Mavic 2, it was astonishing how low a profile the Mavic 2 is. Like, it can be like right in front of you, and it's like, I'm sure it's there somewhere.
Yeah.
I mostly listen for the noise.
It's true.
The problem with yours, though, Don, it's going 90 kilometers an hour in the opposite direction. You got no idea where that is.
No idea where it is.
Do you know what? I was doing a couple of time lapses a couple of weeks ago and a few weeks ago and mate, your drone is going through my head. You know, people just say, "Oh, set it up to do your time lapse, go have a coffee and all this." I couldn't relax, mate. I'm watching this thing like a hawk. It's like, don't you fly off your mongrel.
Yeah,
Yours,
that's what I was doing. Well, I was doing a hyperlapse, but yeah, same thing.
okay, hyperlapse, they call that. Yeah.
I don't think that was the problem. It was a compass error, and who knows why it was a compass error, but it went. Oh, that's.
You know what? I haven't calibrated a drone so much in my life when with this Mavic 2, right?
I know. Mine wants the front sensors calibrated now.
Oh, mine's not.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
Mine wanted the downward sensors about 2 weeks ago. It said, your sensors are buggered. Go calibrate.
Mine dropped an IMU while I was hovering it in the lounge.
Could be dirt on it, Jim. Maybe you need to wipe off the lenses.
Take that clear plastic off.
Hey, Don, don't laugh. Do you remember when the Phantom 4 shipped out with that gray plastic block that held the camera in place?
Yeah.
Everybody forgot to take that off.
Yeah. Sure.
And it didn't break. It didn't break the camera. The
No.
gimbal couldn't do its dance, but it never told you, hey, idiot, you left the block on.
I think the Mavic 2 does. It says there's something wrong with your gimbal, you fool.
Sorry. It says gimbal overload, doesn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. It should be more clear. It should say, "You idiot! There's something blocking the gimbal. It's probably the gimbal guard.
Fly down and circle that bluff.
You know, have you ever heard of peer group pressure? Ari's out in the valley, you know, it's out there, mate. There's going to be problems if anything goes wrong. You've lost it. You ain't going to go get it. So that's a nice bluff over there, isn't it? Go on, mate. Go on. Oh, go on. Go on.
Hey, Kenny, what more could there be that they haven't already announced? They've already released the full manual, the instruction manual, full pictures, but there's nothing to give out anymore.
I think they want that 4K 60 frames per second. Don, maybe that's what they're looking for.
I don't think it's going to be in there. They'll sell that as a different model.
Yeah, it's not like them to give out information ahead of time. Why kill the date then?
Not that much information.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
the manual, the instruction manual.
Yeah, man. That's
All the specs.
yeah. You know what? And this is a thing too, right? They might be doing that to suppress people buying a different drone, so they know what's coming with the air. So I'll get that when it comes out instead of buying this one.
Sure.
Or, so all that information, instead of all the guesswork, they know what's coming, so they'll wait if they're inclined to.
Yep. Yeah, exactly.
So who knows, whatever. But I don't know what else is going to come out in that price range, though, that I know of. I know that the Hubsan came out with one very similar to the Mini at a cheaper price point, but I'm not too sure in that price range.
So is what, the Xeno Pro or something like that?
Yeah,
The Xeno 2 Pro.
yeah.
I flew a Xeno for the first time this weekend, and I thought for the price, it was a decent deal.
Absolutely, mate. They've come a long way, man. And they've had that, and it's 4K too. The Pro, the Hubsan Xeno, that's a 4K camera, as opposed to the 2.7 of the Mavic Mini. But as we've said in the past, can I see 4K in 2.7?
Yeah, I know.
It's
And
not
everything
Yeah,
in
but-
January was 8K, and I wondered why now I was able to buy this 4K TV for $250. You can get a 65-inch 4K TV now for $250.
that's
They're
right.
really going to push those 8K TVs on us.
Sure, they will.
And
I
See,
like Kenny's comment. He said they want people to hang on to those stimulus checks until they release it. That's why they leaked it.
Yeah, there you go.
These
Yeah.
are the COVID-19 government checks. A lot of
See,
people.
Coast to Coast Drones has got a point here too. See, I've had lens flare issues, mate.
but he likes them.
Yeah.
One person's issue is another person's feature.
Yeah.
You know what? It got a bit much when I was using the PL on the Mavic Pro. Those PL filters, every time I chuck them into the sun, lens flare city, man. And I mean, you can use that, right? But every single shot had these lenses. I couldn't get rid of them. So I put the normal ND on, the non-polarized, and there was no flare. So I don't know what that was about that, but I tell you what.
You threw that out.
Yeah.
He's getting rid of my flare. Hey, Gary.
Everyone's got lens flares in it. Yeah.
Gary, good point. If you're using your checklist, you won't forget to take off your gimbal guard. That's true. Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, Gary, question for you. Did you have the problem with the Google Map on Drone Pilot Canada?
There you go.
The thing is, are they price fighting now? What's the price of this Mavic Air going to be? The same price as the regular Mavic Air, $1,000?
There's two of them. There's one with the ADSB, ADBS or ADSB, whatever it's called.
ADB.
ADSB. Yeah.
It's a royal pain in the ass. It
Can
tells
I-
you every plane within 10 miles is flying.
Yeah, it's like a strong wind warning pop-up, right? The pop
Yeah,
just keeps
yeah.
on popping up.
But you know what? That it done properly, that's exactly what we should all have is aircraft warnings.
done properly, but there's 3 levels of warning. There's yellow, red, and blue, I think. And every time I've had that crop since 2018.
Mhm.
I've had planes circling overhead, and the damn thing just keeps going off with all these warnings. I tell you, you get mad. You get mad.
Yeah, but the software has to be developed so that you can filter those things. Because, like you said, if it's 57,000 feet up in the air, it's not a threat.
I'll tell you what I did. I noticed on my app the other day when I was going into some settings and just bugging around with it. Basically, it's got remote ID in there. And it's got-
UUID and remote ID. Yeah.
Yep, and it goes apply if you can apply. Fuck, I'm not pushing that. And it clearly states in there where people can see where your aircraft is and where you are located. That clearly says it. I'm not going to apply for that, am I? But that's popped up in the app now, which I've just noticed. So bloody hell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
And the Mavic 2 Pro has that UUID and remote ID.
yeah. And you got to.
Another one of those
But I will.
in the Go 4 app.
Yeah.
I'll just answer Brett here because it's different state to state, mate. Where it comes down to Victoria, I don't know. Your best option is to ring up the COVID-19 helpline or information line, which I did because the police gave me that number because they didn't want to answer any questions. Now, it's perfectly legal for you to be driving around somewhere where you're going for exercise walk or something like that. And you can
What the hell are you people doing?
What?
What in God's name are you doing?
You can talk, mate. Look at those protests. What the hell?
This is a joke. It's a damn flu. What do you mean you can't fly a drone?
It's
Are you
not
insane?
a flu.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Okay. All that aside, mate, I'll just answer Brett here. You can take your like I do, mate. I can drive 10, 15 minutes away. I can be totally isolated from everybody. I can go for my walks and do all that sort of thing. Take my drone with me and take some footage. But ring up that hotline there, and they'll give you the information you need about where you can go and all that sort of stuff. But totally legal to do it, mate. It's all good. And if you're doing it for money and all that sort of shit, income, you can do it wherever you like as well.
Right.
Yeah.
What's that? I saw that. Is Kiwi still on here? That I saw New Zealand wasn't going to allow drones to fly. XJet put something up. I didn't watch it though.
Yeah. They're going from level 4, right, where you can fly a drone in your backyard without a problem, down to level 3, which is lesser, obviously, but banning all drone flying. What the hell's drone flying got to do with it?
That's
Well, drone flying in New Zealand is dangerous, as we all know.
like a true idiot who hasn't had anything yet. Yeah. All right. I've had my share of problems, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Jim, didn't you guys get stopped today by the cops when you were flying?
Yeah.
In the video? What were they bothering you guys about?
No, they didn't bother us at all. There was
Oh, okay.
gunfire. There were shotguns going off in the area, but they patrol that area we go in. Guys go out there and practice lock and load.
So hey, Mike, you saying that you got a little pop up that you can actually either do the remote ID, whatever you say, apply, or basically just don't do nothing. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, don't do anything. Yeah, it comes up in the settings. So if you go 3 dots up the top there, doink, and comes up all your settings and all that. It's in there on the controller setting. I think it is.
So
Anyway,
it's kind of like you either accept it or you decline it. Pretty kind of, right?
well, as far I'm not pushing, I didn't go into it. I looked at it and went bugger off, and just went. So I'm kind of guessing once you push apply, then you'd probably put information in there at some point. But I didn't even do that. No way in hell am I pushing that. God.
Okay. So
Yeah.
first
Good
of
call,
all,
Matt. And you're right, Cardoso, about the Kenny, sorry, about the number of deaths.
I keep mine on, and I have my RPIC number in there, Matt.
Okay.
first of all, Matt, bug off. I don't know what the hell I mean. No, fuck off, but not bug off. I don't know what that means.
What was that?
When you just say bug off, I don't know what the hell I mean. I know about fuck off.
Bug off.
Adrian, do you have a Mavic 2 Pro?
I have the Zoom.
Okay. And
Same
have
deal.
you been through the Zoom app?
Yes.
And the Zoom does not have the UUID and the remote ID in it?
I have not seen that. Nope.
But I think they both have them, Jim. I think doesn't the UUID, the Mavic 2 Pro has it. I'm pretty sure the Zoom has it too.
The UUID is
seen it.
your unique user ID that you got when you activated your drone from DJI.
Gotcha. Okay.
It is in there. It is in there
It's in
because it's the same drone with a different camera.
Maybe I need to go ahead and go into a little more detail in it then.
Well, there you go.
Hey, what you fighting for? Oh, shit. Hold on. I'll be right back.
But Matt, I think what you're saying is that it's one thing to have it in the app, just in there like data. It's another thing if you're actually transmitting it such that somebody else can pick it up. That's nasty. That's like the FAA nonsense.
The small aircraft have them, like Cessnas and things of that nature have that ADSB.
Have ADSB out now, so their location is always known. And that wasn't always the case. It only started in January of this year that they all had to have it, even the car clusters.
In the case of a Cessna, in 99% of the cases, the pilot is in the aircraft. I don't know what's going on with the other percent, but
I sure hope so, Don.
Let me tell you something, Don. They're the ones in the hangar. Yeah.
they're the ones that are having the complaints. But that's just showing where the pilot is of a drone is just crazy. That's just
It is crazy. It is crazy.
Because as we've seen, people have had theirs stolen.
Oh yeah.
I've been approached by gun-toting people before. I'm sure you guys have had people come up and ask you questions and all that. Yeah. Well, one guy asks you questions while another guy's stealing your gear. I mean, people don't need to know where you are.
No. Hi, Dennis.
Exactly right. And to be quite
I don't
honest,
know the address to the pilot's house. The guy flying the Cessna airplane, it doesn't tell me his address.
It doesn't. It should tell you. It should tell you his cell phone number, so you can give him a call and say,
"Yeah, how's it going up there, mate?"
Yeah, let me bother him while he's flying.
Yeah. What altitude you flying at? I'm thinking about coming to join you with my.
It says 500. Is that true?
Yeah. Oh, that is just the most ridiculous thing. And just totally, mate, whoever's coming up with this shit, I tell you, is brain dead. But there are brain dead people in power. I mean, I just saw that interview with the mayor of Vegas.
Oh, that one, yeah.
God,
wasn't that amazing?
Oh, really? God. Really? What's she on?
Poker chips.
Hey.
She's on poker chips.
Oh, dude.
On the fact that, because clearly her mandate is completely on getting that town back in business, which means tourists, which means spreading the virus everywhere instantly. That was frightening, that interview.
Yeah, Bob, I didn't look at that. 22. Oh, geez, that's all right.
Very cool.
Going down. Good on you, Bob. I'm gonna listen to that after that one though. Okay. 22 watching.
Yeah, 2022 is pretty good seeing because you've got I think Osbar Jones on at the moment too, isn't he?
Yes, he is actually. Yep. Oh, as soon as I said that's gone down to 20 now. We're losing him.
Yeah, Matt only knows that because he's watching that channel on the other monitor.
That's right.
Yes. Why have you gone out of focus, Jim?
Yeah, Jim's gone. Take the plastic off, Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a $200 camera, Don. That's why. See, if I paid $50, the thing would work fine.
It would be brilliantly clear.
A friggin' Brio 4K Wonder is a piece of crap.
It's the focus. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong.
Isn't
that a microphone at the bottom of your screen right there? There's a arc. Now there's something all over your lens.
Yeah, I put this over it to try and force it. I can't stand this damn thing. You can't control it. Like you can't tell it to be 720, 1080, 4K, any of that.
Weird.
It does what it wants to.
Well, listen, guys, I got to wrap. So I'm going to say goodbye. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever it is.
Wasn't that a TV show? Good morning. Good.
Oh, no, you're singing again.
I'd be blurring my face out too if I was you.
There is an app for that, and the app lets me go have all kinds of lovely control. I can zoom in. See, that's a great app.
You're blurry now. Yeah.
You can zoom in, but you can't control the camera and the
Can't
resolution.
control the damn camera. I can shut the. I can change the white balance, but can't control the camera.
There is another app from Logitech where you can control the resolution.
Yeah, the C920 or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I've got, if I could find it. Anyway, gotta go. Talk to you later.
Take care, Don.
Thanks very much,
Nice
Don.
talking to you. Take care.
See you again, buddy. There you go, Jim. See, it does too. When it goes out of focus, you look even grayer. It's about time you crack the Boys to Men again, mate. It's been a while, dude.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Now you got to come. You got to come good now with what you said ages ago. You must dye that on the live show.
Yeah, but here's the problem, and I've thought of this already.
Yeah,
To
no.
trust you guys to count for 5 minutes.
Yeah. it'll be 20 minutes, mate.
Yeah. I'll say, tell me when 5 minutes is up.
Yeah.
It'll be a half hour later. Come on, damn it. There's nothing here but me. Focus, you
And
idiot.
that has gone. That has gone fuzzy.
Don't ever get the Brio camera. The $50 C920 is much better.
Yeah.
Get this little bastard.
It must be one of those waterproof cameras. I don't know why it stopped working.
I don't give a damn. It's about to get thrown.
Yeah, so you fix it, Jim. It's all fixed.
I think you might have done it.
It's all fixed.
It's all clear now.
Is it?
Becomes on with the grid, it's the last you see him. He's on the show, then he has to go. It's Adrian.
What is Adrian?
And there it is.
Every time. Every time.
That's yeah, mate. I'll tell you. Has it got better? Did it clear it up, Jim?
Yeah, clear it up after you wiped it down. It's that Florida humidity.
Mateo,
It must be.
share.
Yeah.
It rained all day today. It's still raining out.
Is Ron still here?
That's unusual because I'm holding up these boys from constructing homes around me.
Yeah, Ron's there.
Oh yeah.
Still in chat.
See that there.
Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Unfortunately,
No, can't hear you.
sort those kids
Okay,
out,
good.
mate.
Yeah, just that my son decided he wanted to mess with my daughter, so she had him in a headlock. Had him in a headlock and just started whacking him.
He must be
Oh,
around
that'll
Steve
teach 'em.
Harper's place.
That'll teach them.
Well, she's in karate class and she's about to be a freaking black belt and she's over there messing with her, so she had to put them little things on him.
Well, you're paying for the karate class. The girl has to have somebody to
So-
practice with.
That's what brothers are for.
Yeah.
I mean, damn. I told her, be easy. I mean, he is bigger than her, but he just can't handle her. She too much. She's a firecracker. So she whooped his ass.
You're gonna have to watch yourself when she gets older, mate.
You know, you
No,
go
no,
out in the
no,
world.
no, he
you
was
get
over there.
your ass kicked.
Hey, man, he over there whining, get her off, get her off, get her off. Okay, I'll get her off.
Whether
Steve,
Until
it
we
was,
don't do it again.
Steve, it was 85 up here.
it's nice here at the moment. Oh, it's probably 28 degrees. I don't know what the hell that is in Fahrenheit. So it's nice anyway. It's beautiful weather. Beautiful. Great flying
28
weather.
degrees Celsius.
All I need now is no virus, and I can go out flying on it.
It's 18 degrees Celsius here in Melbourne.
What do you mean?
18.
I am hoping you get another pilot or pilots move in beside you. Oh, next door? No way, man. I don't have that kind of luck, man. You know that. I'll have old people will move in, and I'm 60. I'll have old people move in who are rich and bitchy. They'll call
Yeah.
the police every time I put a drone up, and that'll just make me fly more.
Yeah,
Fly
absolutely.
it on the door.
That'll
Yeah.
make 3 in a row there then.
You don't want me for your neighbor. You don't.
3 in a row that are old and bitchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Here
can
he is
do
complaining. He's complaining about being old and bitchy by being old and bitchy himself.
That's right.
Ironic.
it. The wife said we should have a bottle of wine. 3 bottles later. Hey, it's Friday. Go for it.
60 degrees. That's all right.
I heard that, Ice Cube.
Yep.
Yeah,
Didn't hear it.
couldn't sneak
I
that in.
hope you break a tooth.
Oh, shit. I got to go, guys.
Damn, Jim. I'll see you later. Thank you, Jim. Thank you,
Hey,
jackass.
Jim.
I got
Um,
drinking wine.
when did you meet her?
Forgot.
For the love of God, get it right. For once.
1 in 7 chance, yeah.
It's a Monday, right?
Yeah. And what happened?
My heart stopped still.
I see.
That's the easy part to remember.
Jesus.
Who's closest to Jim? Bitch slap. That'd be you, Adrian. Go around there.
Actually, no, I'm staying. It's going to have to be Peter. Peter, headbutt him. Give him a little headbutt.
Peter, that would be you.
Hey, there's Ron. What's up, Ron?
Hey, guys.
What's going on, Ron?
I got the day right, Ron.
Huh?
I got the day right.
Well, yeah. We're working on the rest.
Hey, Ron.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's for Jim.
He's got the
Did you
dead
see
guy
it?
ball cap. The skeleton crew.
Ah.
Look, show him the hat again. Because you can't see the top. Yeah. Right. It's a
Okay.
skeleton.
What's
Nice.
a skeleton crew?
Giving you the bird.
That is one ugly fella.
Skeleton hand giving you the
Bastard.
That's your friend, isn't it, Ron?
That's my buddy from PA.
With
Yeah.
friends like that, who needs enemies?
Yeah, I know. My brother.
Hey, Jim, that was the bloke you introduced me to when you were around Michael's house, wasn't it? He was
Ron.
in
Ron.
Philly.
Yeah. He was in Philly with Ron.
Can you hear me, Ron?
No, I can hear you, buddy.
Well, what the? Okay.
You said Jim.
Oh, did I?
You did.
Yeah.
In the Queen's English.
Yeah.
Oh my
Come
God.
on, Matt.
I'm
Get it
going
right.
mental.
We
Ron.
call him Ron.
Is it his name, Ron?
Yes. Last I heard.
Okay. Well,
Of course,
okay.
you could have heard wrong.
No, the last you heard, your name was Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so Ron Jim. He was the bloke that you introduced me to when you're at Michael's house in Philly, yeah?
Yes, that was Jay McCulley.
He was giving Chris Hope a run for his money with the best
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube beard.
Yes. Yep. He's in
That's right.
close competition with Chris Hope.
That's right.
Actually, up until no
Yeah.
longer.
Up until the incident.
Well, up until Jay also had an incident.
What
Yeah.
happened?
The coronavirus bullshit boss of his said you need to shave your beard.
Are you
Oh.
kidding?
They had Jay on suicide watch for a couple weeks.
I bet. God damn it, man.
Yeah,
Because the mask won't fit on?
but he actually, Jim, he has a stash though that I don't know.
I thought you were going to say that he's got a stick-on beard.
No, he's got a stash that's a little classier than Jim's. It might give Jim a little run for his money.
I can't
Oh,
believe
I don't know if you can beat Jim's class though, mate. That's just
We'll have to bring Jay on and prove that.
I
we should
am
do that.
actually
Yeah.
astonished that they let him grow a beard because your masks can't fit with a beard.
Yeah, that's the reason he had to get rid of it. Yeah, he was heartbroken, suicidal, depressed.
Yeah, 5 years he had it.
I forget. Yeah, he's had it for. I forget how many years he told me.
Let's face it, if you're a man, you hate shaving. It's
Yes.
just something you hate.
Well, if you're a woman, you hate shaving too.
Well, if you like Adrian, you can wax.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Whoa. First of all, I already did my manscaping 2 days ago. So I don't have to do it no more.
Well,
I'm doing that.
We appreciate you sharing that with us, Adrian.
That's awesome, mate.
Too much information there.
Fantastic.
I'm proud of it. I'm not ashamed to say it.
That's good, mate. Most girls do like sharing that information.
Yeah, Peter. Any comments on that?
No, he don't have any comments.
No.
I can speak for him. See, I told you.
Peter did his head, but he ran out of wax on the sides.
Mike said he had a bikini.
Oh, Peter disappeared.
I'm in trouble. Oh, shit. Sorry,
What's
Pete.
Yeah, I even had a shave this morning, especially for this show.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
I was
Sure did.
for Rodney's really, but that's my
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. You clean up all right there, Peter.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
scrubs up well.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, of
That's
course.
Not bad for a 30-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's holy shit, dude. Yeah. Work on Monday? Yep.
Yep.
So, Ron, I washed the bike the other day, right?
It's about time. Yeah.
I told you I lost my glasses riding.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 15 minutes after I talked to you, I'm sitting in here, and all of a sudden the fan comes on. Yeah, I'm sitting there playing with the switch. Nothing. I had to disconnect the battery.
Ruh-roh.
I must have got this water inside the switch or something.
Huh.
But can you see the bike out in the rain? Life happens, right? And all
Right.
of a sudden the fan comes on because it shorts out. There goes the new $100 battery gone.
Crap. He pays the woman well.
Probably plays.
Oh.
He does.
Oh, Adrian with the manscaping?
Yeah, very feminine. Very feminine.
Yeah.
I mean, metrosexual, I guess they call them these days.
Yeah.
And he's not locked up either.
Yeah.
Look at him.
So Adrian, your old man scaped up, cleaned up.
Did you wax?
Oh, yeah.
Wax.
No.
You get a blade down
Hair
there?
clippers, yes.
Hair clippers?
No, that gives you bumps.
Of course it does. And that's the problem we all have, isn't it?
Hey, Aldi, sorry about that, Aldi. These people full of shit. I'm sorry.
I'm getting the wrong visual in my head. So I don't know.
You are.
I don't want you to get a visual on your head. That's the point.
It's too late. It's there already.
If you get a visual, then kaboom, like Kenny just said exactly. Do
Yeah.
not get a visual.
He's gone all Duke Kaboom down there.
Yeah, the Duke Kaboom.
I'm talking about Smooth like
Yeah,
a baby's butt.
Oh yeah, it's good old
You
Duke
know what?
Kaboom.
I told my granddaughter about that. Hey, there's a Toys 4 is coming out.
Let's-
She said, Papa, that came out a
Hell
long
no,
time
Ari.
ago.
I'm not about to do that on no live. Jim, we don't care about what you're saying. No, Ari, I'm not gonna do that.
Apparently.
No,
Apparently.
no, Ari, no.
Hell no.
Mm. Mm.
Ain't no damn way. Matt, don't even try, Matt. Don't give me that goddamn look. Don't even try. No. Hell no.
Are you still electrocuting yourself with your stimulator?
TENS unit, yes, I'm still doing it. First of all, it's not a stimulator. Second of all, it's a TENS unit. I don't try to stimulate nothing.
Okay,
Except when I'm ready.
that's what she said. But
Yeah, that's what she said.
I think
You know what, man? Anytime you do that finger shit right here, you like you're up to no good. What are you doing? What you thinking about?
I'm actually up to no good. Yeah.
he's thinking.
Because yes, no, it's fine, mate. We'll talk about this.
Now you see what you started, Ron?
Yeah,
You done started some shit now.
yeah. You notice Peter's been quiet for a while. He's revving the engines too. He's getting ready to come out with a zinger.
Peter! You awake?
No,
Yeah,
you see where the bird is, Ron.
don't need a para at least, not until after he waxes.
Man, that'd tickle, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I bet it would.
Oh dear.
Hey, Al, on a technical note, I tried audio ducking on LumaFusion the other day. Works great, dude. Works great. Yeah, works
Okay.
awesome. I made a video for it'll premiere on Monday night for the Grumpy Vlogger.
Okay.
I did a presidential campaign video for him. It's worth watching. It's going to be pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah. It has a South Dakota theme to it.
Are you showing it on his channel or you?
Yeah,
premiering it?
he'll be presenting it Monday night. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to show it. It'll be good. And then I'll put it up on my channel. It's unlisted right now, but it's pretty good though. Just to be last responder for all. Yeah. Yes, Ari, this is true. Yes.
You'd rock up there with your bag, looking all enthusiastic, like you're into it, and you're going, "What? Have I missed it? Oh, damn!" No. You'll have to just go back then, and then sit in your room again.
Hey, Ron, have you been busy with work? Has it been crazy?
No.
Really?
This is the last two rotations. My last rotation, I worked 5 days, and in 13 days, we flew 2 patients. Let's get the drum shake. Yeah, Jay would fit well on this show, man.
I'm kind of guessing that he'd put that drone shape right next to his own Mini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so mini. Now, see, Aldea, don't you have something to say about that one?
What's that?
No? Oh, you want? Never mind. You missed.
I wasn't
it.
paying
Never
attention,
mind.
man. It missed me. I was looking at something else.
Bob says he woke Peter up.
Peter up.
I made a new adult video. It's not worth watching.
You never know what you're going to learn on this show. Just a few weeks ago, we learned that Peter don't wear pajamas.
So Ron, do you have a landing strip down there too?
What's that?
Do you have a landing strip down there also? A
Oh,
landing strip for you to land.
Of course.
Why? It's a
You
helicopter.
do?
Yeah.
It comes straight down. Boom,
Yeah.
landed.
I need
Done.
a
First
circle.
of all, Jim, you don't even use a circle crop. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need an 8,000-foot landing strip for a helicopter.
No,
Ouch.
you just need a helipad
Probably why they make drones.
with a big H on it.
Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie.
Fucking manscaping. Really?
How did this go from drones to manscaping?
I'm speechless.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't know what
scared
you're
to say
talking
anything,
about.
man.
Matt started that BS.
What? No. No. You started the BS by manscaping
Hey,
and then
Ow.
telling us
It's
about it.
perfectly legal. It's not illegal yet.
Well, actually, we
Why
went
you
from
bug off?
wait a
we went from drones to porn stashes to manscaping.
That's right. Well, and I hit him up, and probably all heard it, about getting his moustache
Jim.
done live on the show. So
I think
Jim.
that's
Yeah.
a great idea, Matt.
I do.
Jim.
Too. I do too, mate. It's it'll be fantastic. I mean, he said he was going to do it, so so you can't bug out. I mean, Adrian electrocuted himself. Surely you can die.
Yeah.
That moustache. We got to see some Boys to Men action here. Then we ring
Yeah.
Boys to Men up and just say, "Oi, this is what we're going to be doing." So
Oi.
how about chucking us some cash?
Jim, you can't let Adrian get one up on you.
He can get 2 up on me. What do I care? It's tough to be me.
Sure.
I can imagine. You'd be one of those ones that come up in those Walmart pictures.
FBI most wanted.
Have you seen me?
No, the people at Walmart.
Yeah.
Do they have that? I've never seen that. What is that?
Oh,
You've never seen that?
You got to
go to the,
search that
go to the
shit up.
website. There's a website, the people at Walmart.
Yeah, it is hilarious.
Oh my God! I don't know what's better, the pictures or the captions that they put.
Hey Jim, why did you ask that question?
Because Steve was saying that illegals vote there.
At Walmart?
Do illegals get driver's licenses in California? I thought you had to have state ID in order to vote.
We're in California. It's California.
How the hell can you let an illegal vote? You have to be American. That's in the Constitution somewhere.
I just live here, Jim. I just live here and follow the rules I have to follow.
All right, that can't be right because I've known too many Californians who say it's the other guy's fault.
Jay McCullough, you should join us on your way home.
Rick Halber says it happens all the time. That is just insanity. How do you do? Why would you do that? Who the hell's in charge? Oh, I just jumped the wall. Can I vote? Sure, why not? Here.
I vote for Pablo.
Well, hey Jim, here in Florida, they're trying to do the whole in Gainesville. They're trying to do the whole sanctuary city bullshit
Where?
in Gainesville, Florida.
I didn't hear of that. Why would we want that?
Yeah, the city and the county wants to go ahead and do it.
What is it, Minnesota, that has a whole little part of the city that's all Somalians? And the illegals can get a California driver's license here. That is just
So
Thank you.
next subject, we don't want Jim to go blow a gasket.
I mean, come on, how does it make sense?
It doesn't.
Let the Gators vote.
Hey.
It
I'm a
makes
Gator
more
fan,
sense
don't
than letting the
understand the
illegals.
shit.
At least they live here.
Oh man.
There's
So
no
Ron,
question
have
you
you
were
been flying
born
your
here.
man drone? Huh, Ron?
What's that, buddy?
Have you been flying your drone today? I
Not
don't
to
mean your toy one, the big boy drone?
The big boy drone. I last flew that on Monday morning.
Monday?
Yep. When I finished up a video that I'm making. Well, actually, the video is done. But yeah, video's good. You'll have to see that, Matt, on Grumpy's Monday night. There's drone footage. There's wildlife involved. There's farm animals involved.
Oh my God.
I think that's legal, Ron.
Yeah. It's all about presidential campaign.
What is a big boy drone?
Yeah.
A big boy drone.
Yeah.
The Spark.
His helicopter.
Well, that I flew on Thursday night and Wednesday night.
Hey,
Yes. It does sound dodgy.
hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Currently still known under its bill, number AB 60, removes the legal proof requirement in California to apply for a state-issued driver's license. By the end of 2017, a little over 900,000 people without proof of legal presence in California obtain a driver's license under the AB 60 law.
Yep.
900,000.
I read about that too.
Holy shit.
I read
Yeah,
about
man.
that shit too.
I'm glad I don't
California.
live there.
That's
But
why I live
still-
in South Dakota.
They'd be the ones on the motorway doing 40 in the left-hand lane.
Yeah.
Just don't hope you don't get hit by them because they probably won't have license.
They won't have.
Or
Or
insurance. Insurance, excuse me.
They don't.
Insurance.
That's right. You're stuffed. You're
Yeah.
stuffed. And they don't get any money out of them because they got nothing.
That's why
Yeah.
Florida is a no-fault state. Doesn't matter if you had 10 accidents. You're both at fault.
Yep.
How do you like that one? Your insurance goes up anyway, even when
Kinda-
the other guy hits you.
Kind of
Yeah,
screwed,
yeah.
blued, and tattooed.
We had a similar thing. There goes, well, you're at fault too because guess what? You're on the road.
Right. You shouldn't have been driving.
They went through the red light, crashed into me, but I've got some blame there too because I was on the road.
Yep.
I worked that shit out.
Unless my one boss used to work over in I forget what third world country, but he ordered a taxi to take him to the airport. And for the first time in like 150 years, they got snow. And the taxi had an accident between his hotel and the airport. And because you ordered the taxi, it's
Oh,
your
no.
fault. Yes, it was your fault. But after heavy investigation, it was Allah's fault. Because Allah made it snow. Yes. He was facing going to jail because he requested a taxi to take him to the airport to fly back to the States. Yes.
I'll be crazy.
Yeah.
They should try it on Judge Judy. She'd soon sort him out.
Judy.
Yeah. How is your girl there, Peter? Judge Judy? How's she doing?
Not too sure. I haven't watched it yet today. They're recording at the moment, or they should be recording at the moment, these Saturday morning episodes.
I'd say, do you hit the VCR and record her? Or?
Yes, he does.
Peter, is she big in Australia? Is
No,
she
she's
big in
just
Australia?
here. Just
I've got no idea, really. I don't know. Don't know how big she is, but
But he'll be watching her.
oh, yeah,
It-
of course.
it'd be going back in those footage and pausing. Oh, let's watch that decision again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But Peter he must like that mean demeanor, dominating
He likes it rough.
person. Yeah.
Show me, Peter, show me your wrists, mate. I want to see if there's any rope burns on them.
No, not going to do that.
Oh, God damn it, Adrian.
Just to show how stupid some people are on that show. I remember one case sort out. She was trying this guy. This guy was accused of stealing another bloke's case. Well, had a bag or something, and Judge Judy asked the guy whose bag was stolen what was in it, he went through this list of items, and one of my things he said was an iPhone or something like that. And then the guy who was being accused pipes up and said, "No, there wasn't any iPhone in there." He said, "Bang, guilty."
Oh, what a dick!
Yeah.
Right? Right? And they let them drive.
Yeah. Oh man.
Too stupid to live, but they let them drive.
I've got
Oh,
this.
did that light turn red?
I got this visual of Peter sitting in his easy chair with his glass of wine and the remote in one hand, and Judge Judy on the TV, and
And something in the other hand.
Missed that one. Sorry, Dennis. See you, buddy. Take care, man.
See you later.
See you, Dennis.
Please.
That's a little wrong there, Ron, when he's watching Judge Judy for porn. You don't get Pornhub at your house.
There's so many others you could want to with. Why her?
Membership, mate.
Why her?
I can understand if you're watching, like Baywatch or something like that from the
Yeah. Judge Judy just takes the whole thing down a notch.
Yeah, that or two.
A notch.
can you imagine her kids growing up? I mean, she had to have the fear of God in them.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Probably had the fear of God in her husband too. But there's colored glasses on your camera.
On Pornhub.
The color is at 53%. Now it's at 50. The brightness is at 50. The contrast is at 50. Why can't this camera get it right?
Jim, stop playing with your colors.
This is the
not
white balance.
It's color grading.
Just can't get it right.
Leave it there. That's good.
Chuck it into DaVinci.
Matt, did
Yeah.
you ever put that video up? The one I guess I missed that one. The one we were talking about last week,
Yeah, that was last week's video. Yeah,
where you were all upset about the footage and.
thanks for your 100% support. Yeah, it's
I knew that was coming.
That's usually Adrian's line.
yeah, I did put it up, mate.
I'm only.
And-
I'm at
I had to
99
ask him which one it was, Ron.
Yeah, I'm at the 99 point something percent support.
You are.
But unlike, although Adrian about a month ago he did.
Do we have to talk about this every Friday?
Yes,
I thought we already over
Actually, we
this.
do. I do appreciate, Adrian, of the 100+ videos that I have that you did comment on one of them. I appreciate that with all my heart.
He's got that percentage the wrong way around, hasn't he? 99.9% don't follow.
Because it says Adrian has never been to my channel.
Yeah, that's it.
Every Friday I get beat up. Every Friday.
I'm gonna show you something, Ron. Now this is what I sent to. I'm not going to stand up, so don't worry about it. I'll still stand down.
Yeah, please.
But this is the problems I was having with DaVinci. Now it looked absolutely fine on my screen, absolutely ready to go. Render it off, and I'll show you what happened. Now I sent this through to Kenny. You got no answers either. Now have a go at this. Right, the right hand side is DaVinci. That's what I'm rendering. Right, got all the color I want. That one on the left is the rendered file.
What?
Wow.
What happened?
I don't know.
You still haven't figured it out, Matt?
No.
That took all the maybe. Did you put a color or something on it?
Oh yeah, I put a look on that.
It took all the shadows out of it and left it bland.
No. That's the one I wanted. Yeah. That's the one I wanted. Right.
It's got the dark shadows. It's really contrasting.
That's the render I didn't want.
So
it did the one on the left. That's the one it made.
Yeah, that's right. I didn't want that. I wanted it to look like that.
That's like a heavy sin look.
Heavy crap look. Man, yeah, I was so pissed off. But anyway,
I don't understand. That's without putting any filters on it.
Did you try to drop down the contrast at all on that one on the left?
Like, yeah, there's nothing you can do with it. That's putting. If I was to do that, then I have to put that back into DaVinci. This one here is the render, right?
Right.
Which is way too dark.
Right.
This one here is the one I wanted. Now the one on the left, if I wanted to stuff around with that, then I'd have to grab that file, put it back into DaVinci, and redo it all again.
Huh.
Well, so Mike says, so that's the same file, just the one on our left is the rendered one.
Yep, exactly.
So
right.
did you try that though?
I wasn't going to do that, mate. I had all my work on the right-hand side. I wasn't going to go stuff around with it again, re-render that. There's about, I don't know, 15 bloody renders I did. And out of that, without changing too many settings and shit, I got one good one. And then I thought, okay, no worries, I'll render it again. And the next render came out dark again. It was like, so
did you ask Kenny? Kenny works with that DaVinci. Doesn't he work with that DaVinci?
Yeah, this is the photo I sent Kenny, and we had a bit of a discussion about it, and he can't see the reasons why to do that. So it kind of sucked, man.
He says it's a common issue in certain versions of DaVinci.
Yeah.
It added all that contrast.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
While I'm thinking of it, Rick Caliber asked, he apparently just downloaded Luminar, and he asked if Tuesday night, if we could maybe go over some things. Unfortunately, I won't be home. I'll be here. I wonder if we could get Bill from coast to coast. If you have communication with him, Bill's pretty good on it.
I can ask.
Yeah.
He's in the chat now, isn't he?
He was earlier, yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Bill.
Didn't he say he was sponsored by him or something like that? Or
Oh, he is? Okay.
I thought he mentioned something about last time we were talking about Luminar, that he's had it for quite some time.
That and Hit Film, I think he was an affiliate.
Something like that.
Or was that Steve who had the discount code?
I can't remember.
You added Miracle Grow to his computer to have that trees grow greener.
Don't need lots, mate. Don't need lots.
What? See, Kenny, I knew you meant versions. That's why I interpreted it.
You done something right today, Jim.
Could be a display settings issue, which makes no sense. Well, I don't know about that.
Matt, did you use Kenny's LUTs when you edit that film, that video?
That's what it was. Bloody Kenny's LUTs. They suck. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
I have
something in a LUT.
I did. I did use Kenny's LUTs in most of that.
Could be a bit of sabotage going on there. He's
It could be too. Kenny, what have you done? Yeah, I did, mate. Yeah, I used his LUTs. I mean, I had no issue with the LUT in. I don't know. I can't remember what video I did with it. But no issues before. But this one, for some reason, didn't behave itself. Whether it's done one of these updates behind my back.
Hey, was that 264 or 265 original video?
Oh, mate, that's Spark footage, dude.
Okay.
It's 1080, 30, 24 megabit, blah, blah, blah.
All right. I thought I was onto something. Forget I spoke.
That's all right,
we
mate.
will.
So, Jim, is your video with 265 still rendering?
My God, Ron, the damn thing took like 2.5 hours to render a 7-minute video.
Really?
Oh my God. Yes.
Or what? Stop talking about Kenny's women.
Dropping the S in front.
My sluts are the best.
I wouldn't doubt that.
You know, if they're paying for it, they should be good looking. Why
Yeah.
get it from an ugly whore? I mean, where's the money?
Exactly. If you're going to pay for it, you want to pay for something you would never get,
That's what I'm talking about.
like Adrian and the bloke.
Well, that's pretty much anything for him, yeah.
It is.
Are we going back to the manscaping conversation again?
No. We're just saying, you know, if you're getting a whore, you're getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
Have be discerning about it.
Mm.
Don't just the first rag that walks off the street.
Yeah, but
Hey,
there's
mister, you got a 50 at the stoplight.
there's a
Nice.
light switches.
No good. They're no good if you've copped a view before the light goes off. You've got to go into a dark room. Do
You
your
can
bit
still feel fat.
Yeah, no. And if it's no good, you eat a carrot through a bird cage. You don't want to know about that.
Light switches and alcohol. They work wonders sometimes.
Oh, God, the old alcohol blinders. I tell you what,
Yeah.
who hasn't woken up with a marginal one
Yeah.
that, oh, I don't want to tell the friends about this one.
Like the coyote days
Yeah.
where you get up and chew your arm off so you don't wake her up. Yeah. When you're sneaking out of bed.
Adrian woke up and go, "Oh, it's a girl this week."
Yeah.
He's like, he just got one.
So, Adrian, who's the latest honey this week?
You don't care that it's a tranny?
Sweet, really did that. Too late, was home already. Ah, well.
Adrian, talk to me, Goose.
He's pretending he can't hear you.
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, you talking to me?
We were just saying that we're missing a cooking show, mate. We were
Yeah.
talking about the cooking show.
I was just curious as to who the current miss right now is.
I only got one lady. What are you talking about?
For today.
I
Well,
only got one. Today and every day.
one's enough.
Like, he doesn't sound very
One's
happy.
enough.
I'm
Any of
sorry.
us
I'm a
have,
one woman
if-
man. I'm a one woman man. That's it.
but if any of us
One.
have
One. Just one.
You're not married.
Just
you're
one.
not
should be
married, but
free.
still, if any of us have
Just
more
one,
than one,
Ron.
then you
One.
have superpowers.
Just one.
Yeah.
I do have superpowers. Watch this. Da-da-da-da. Jump. See? He did. He good.
That's amazing.
A little blue pill.
Pay attention to it.
No, Jim. That's all natural.
Yeah. It's amazing what medication can do, huh? I'm mad.
Yeah. The right medication can even look better, make her look better. She wasn't that ugly with
Help,
last night.
ideas. Help. Help, ideas. Anything. Say something.
It's all you, man. There. I don't want to get. I don't want to get in the line of fire.
That was a Peter Carroll zinger.
Yeah, Al's taking the Peter Carroll approach. He's just sitting back.
He
You
seems
start,
to
Yeah,
you start looking at other
Zinger
stuff. You
everything.
start reading the live streams. I'm trying to keep up with you guys. You guys are masters at this live streaming stuff.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Mm.
Is that a bit?
You damn
'Cause
right,
he ran
Baptiste.
out of
You're
ice.
amazing.
You're damn right, Bob Casey. There.
That was kind of fun the other night, Adrian. Had my ice all ready. I was all ready for your show, man.
That was messed up.
Yeah.
That was not right.
I loved every minute of it.
Gee, I wonder
was
where he
horrible.
got it from.
What, Jim?
I wonder where he got it from.
I don't know where he got that from. Where did you get it from?
I don't know where I picked up such a filthy habit.
Right, right.
Was it you, Jim?
Not even gonna answer that. We all know. We have it on tape, as a matter of fact.
There's a lot of
Can
things
you
on
answer
tape.
anything?
We can go back to the videotape, as they say in sports world. Warner Wolf,
There's many
WABC News.
There's many things on tape. That's why Matt has intros.
Right.
That's right. That's right. You know, they don't come from nowhere, do they? It's all come from the third umpire. That stuff.
Mhm.
Behind the base.
Have you got that over there where they can't make a decision on a try in rugby or something like that, and they go like this, and then that's the third umpire, and then they go to the video and they look at if it's a try and all that sort of shit.
Oh, we call that instant replay here.
Yeah.
Because the 8 guys on the field couldn't see what the hell happened. So
And what happened?
now we got to get it from 57 TV angles to see whether the guy got over a 50-foot long white line.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
And that takes 5 minutes for one
Yeah.
guy to keep watching the same tape over and over again.
Yeah.
That's
And then
called
the crowd-
American football.
Yep. And then the crowd goes mental, waiting, and they wait the decision on the big screen, and it goes, yeah, touchdown. Yeah. Then one side goes mental.
You don't like American football, Matt?
It's okay, but it's a little bit wussy. No reaction. Come on.
You don't like 300-pound guys just standing there?
Well, yeah, I do, mate. But all that padding, we got 300-pound guy doing going bone to bone, mate. None of this padding shit and helmets. Fucking hell.
They're not exactly going 100 yards either.
No, they're going 200.
Uh-huh.
Have you watched rugby union, rugby league, and all that sort of stuff?
Half our crap is in yards. And they tried to pull the metric system back on us in the 70s, and it failed miserably. When gasoline was 50 cents, everybody said, oh, that's cool. What do you mean liters? What's this liters bullshit? So it's $3 a gallon? No. No.
Come on,
That's
Al.
right.
You've got something.
That's right. Because when you have
I
people
coached
that
football
won't
for
stand up-
high school football for 20 years, and I
Here
have
we
a player in the NFL playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
There you go.
Right there.
I knew there was something coming here.
I wasn't going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything.
Dude, I say that a lot to Americans because some it really rolls some of them up, to be honest. And I mean, good on you.
Rugby's a tough sport. It's a tough sport. I know a
Your
couple of
boy
kids
that you
who played high school football and also played rugby,
Mm,
and they would swear that rugby was the tougher of the two sports.
yeah.
So
once you get your jaw broken, you understand.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But it was always, it's. Look, between leagues and all that sort of things, there's always going to be bones of contention between the fans. Which one's better and whatnot. I mean, I really don't care between rugby and gridiron. I don't. I'm not a fan of rugby or gridiron. But I just thought I'd throw that in there. And when I said that, the look on your face was very disappointing. I thought he's got something to say.
no.
Does your guy stand for the national anthem? Or does he
Yeah.
kneel? Have you checked, Al?
What was that? The kid that plays for the Cowboys?
Yeah. When they
Oh,
played the national anthem, does he have the nerve to stand up?
He
and
stands.
salute his
He
flag?
stands.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He-
He's a good
He's not
kid.
Colin Kaepernick?
No, he knows better than that. He knows better than that.
I'm paying you $1 million. Salute the flag or get the hell off the team.
Yeah.
Well, that went south for him, obviously.
As did Adrian.
Yeah, where did Adrian go?
He went south.
Oh, Jim, here we go. My buddy Jay sent his porn stash picture in,
Too short.
but it has curls.
He's got the Fu Manchu, the Fu
Oh,
coming up the lip.
Yeah.
He's got the strongman mo.
That's
Yeah.
the wax. Yeah. The
Yeah.
Buster. What was his name back in the day? Buster Crab.
Buster Crab. Oh my god.
Drone Worship just put up the Drone Worship Road Trip Part 2, starring Jim and Dan.
Jim, are you going to
Uh,
put up any footage of that?
Yeah. Let me see. As soon as I render it.
Yeah, and you're 265.
That'll be this time next year. Should get it out by then.
Yeah.
God,
Look back at 2020.
it didn't
Yeah.
want to be. It wanted me to render it in H.265 too, Al.
You're not
couldn't-
supposed to use your phone to render it.
Can you render it in H.264? Rec
Yeah, I did.
709?
Oh man, it took forever.
Took forever.
Hours. A 1 7-minute video took. Well, I was still doing it when Matt was trying to go on. That was about, I want to say 2 hours for a 7-minute video.
That's bizarre, man.
All I did to it was I colored it, which automatically makes it become a CPU issue. It won't use the GPU if you color it. I don't know why.
And have you tried to upload it to YouTube yet?
No, that's just one part of the video. That was just the Mavic 2 Pro. We flew the Inspire 1, the Xeno, an FPV drone. There were 5 drones.
Jeez.
Well, what we're dealing with here, Brett, is Jim's got high blood pressure and Ron's got jaundice. So, yeah, we'll. Yeah, he's got the warm white on him.
Yes.
It's called shitty camera on my end. I was in Best Buy and they don't even sell the Brio anymore. It looks like the new name is 4K Video Cam, Logitech 4K Video Cam. I don't understand it.
Jim might actually have the
I still look jaundiced.
Donald Trump LUT on.
What's that?
What?
I don't know what that is. I don't watch TV.
Donald Trump, how orange he is and all that sort of stuff, and yellow.
Oh, is that fake tan crap?
I think so, man. I think he wears those goggles in the tanning salon too.
Yeah.
White.
Yeah.
You remember that Robin Williams? Was that him that was stuck in? Yeah. He got stuck in the tanning booth. Okay,
No.
you guys can watch movies. All right.
Oh, was it Kramer on Seinfeld did that one time?
He did. Yeah. He was using butter.
That's
Yeah,
right.
butter. From
And
that,
you got all hungry.
that chicken restaurant next door.
Oh, wasn't he doing the chicken in the shower or something? What the hell was he doing in the shower?
He was making a tossed salad in the shower.
Yeah.
And everyone was around there eating it. Yeah, I made it in the shower. Made it in the bathroom while I was showering. And
Yeah. Yeah. It's when he had the 2 germaphobes over for dinner.
yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. Oh dear.
Donald's hair is orange, and so is his face. Rick says it's hard to find on eBay, Jim. Going for $300. You could buy my camera. I'll sell it to you for $200.
I'll be right back.
The other one they got.
That'd be a rip-off.
It has no controls.
How long you had the camera for, Jim?
Oh dear.
Oh, it's not an old camera, not even a year old. Look, let me show you. I'll show you the controls it has.
That should be. It should be. I mean, Lloyd's got one too. I think.
There's its powerful controls. You can control the brightness, the contrast, the color intensity, and you can either click on auto white balance here. There's auto white balance, which makes me and everything else white as a ghost. Or I can turn the white balance myself. Now, if I go to just home, not advanced, it's image, widescreen, or standard. NTC flicker, 60 or 50. HDR and field of view, 90 degrees, 78 degrees, and 65 degrees. There's no controls on this damn thing.
HDR on.
All right, let's turn HDR on. High dynamic resolution.
Okay. Now get your saturation, your white white balance.
There, does it look HDR now?
It's much clearer.
You don't look orange.
Yeah, white as a friggin' ghost.
Yeah. Now get your white balance down again.
I got to take that off of automatic,
There you go.
and that's at 3,800 now. Is that better?
Yep.
Al's camera looks better than mine, in my eyes.
Well, Al's got different lighting too. What you still got that light on you, haven't you? That white light.
I've got, let me show you, because, very complicated lighting here.
Yeah.
It's a stupid panel.
Yeah. You
That's
got
all
that.
it is. It's 6 feet up, pointing at the ceiling. So,
Yeah.
Jim, you're in your garage. Jim, you're in your garage.
yeah.
Damn, you must be baking.
Have you got a fan in there, dude, or what?
Ooh. I have to come out here. It's the only place I can smoke. I won't smoke in the house. That's
You should let us see your bike. I'm curious to see what it looks like.
I just showed you the bike.
No, like the whole, move up on it and show us.
Yeah, come on, Jim.
Yeah, it's a Harley Electric Glide Classic,
Nice. What year is it?
and a yellow lawnmower next to it. It's a 2004.
Okay.
I've had it since 2004.
And you're still going to Sturgis? All that is a go? Ron?
Yeah, I don't see it doesn't stopping it. That
Yep.
Sturgis says it's still a go.
Yep. Yeah, from what I'm learning more and more here, everything's still a go, and we don't have the restrictions here in the state, Jim, that Wyoming has. They're starting. Matter of fact, they're opening that up next weekend. So I don't foresee a problem.
Glad you clarified that, Jim. Yeah, well, I paid the $200. I got the C920 for the old lady. She's got that in the house. Never uses it. Never uses it.
Now, what is that?
It's their tried and true 1080 camera. But I said, no, let me get the 4K camera because then I'm future proof. I'll spend $200 now, but it'll last me a long time.
Hey,
You see
Jim,
how that plan worked?
how accessible is that right now? That camera, the 720 or the 920? Sorry.
Oh, the other one? It's
Yeah.
in the living room.
Okay.
Hmm.
I'd just be interested to swap it over to have a quick look to see what the difference was.
Hey, Jim,
Yes, sir.
Google the Logitech capture app or capture program. See if that one will work on that camera, because that one gives you control over your resolutions and all that sort of thing.
I have that, but that's its own program. That's to make videos.
You can make videos with it, but you can also just use it for the normal camera display.
All right, so let me turn that on then. I mean, I've done it before.
Hey, Mel, how are you, buddy?
I get so aggravated. Logitech Capture. All right, I'm turning it on. Yeah, the C922 is the one I have in the house.
Yeah, that's the one I've got here, the 22.
Same here.
It says press Alt-Z to use GeForce. Okay, that went away. You know, if they don't give you time to read these things, what camera not available? Here, let me show you your bright idea. Can you see that?
Well, it won't be available because that other program you got controlling it at the moment.
Yeah, you got to unplug it, man.
Let's shut that other program off. Other program's off.
Okay.
Now I'm locked up.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. That's all right.
Adrian's locked up too, obviously.
Yeah.
Adrian.
It's
like
locked
that for a
up
while.
because I'm moving the camera.
Yeah.
That's right. So you got the 22 there, have you?
In the house, yeah.
So what are we doing here? Why is this locked up? I thought you had the
I don't know why it's locked up now because Peter told me to do stuff.
Yeah, I fixed it for you.
Let me fix that for you, Jim.
As Coast to Coast Drone said, StreamYard will still be using your camera, so you might have to.
You're unlocked now.
It's
Yeah,
back.
work.
You're back again, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Let's zoom in. That's the guy who pissed it off. And look, it can't even get him clear.
Yeah.
It-
Well,
Oh,
he's
wait a
pretty
minute.
clear.
He's sharper than me.
That's
yeah.
right.
And he's
Son
got
of a bitch. Look at him. He's got color.
look at the color of him. Beautiful.
Yeah, we see two versions of him.
For
Yeah.
Christ's sake, he looks better than he does on screen.
Ron, I don't think
Yeah. What?
That's insanity.
That's better
And
than
yet-
having Jim there. Two of
See
me
that?
better than one of Jim.
you said he had two versions.
The camera loves you, Peter.
That's true.
That's true. You're a very shy guy, aren't you?
Of course. Yep.
Now, back to white as a ghost.
Yeah, Jim, don't be picking on Peter like that. I mean, he chose to be here with us tonight. He could be sitting in there watching reruns
right.
of Judge Judy,
Back into Judge Judy. I hear you.
but he's chose to hang out with you and the rest of us.
He's it's he's waiting for it, and the longer he waits for it, the better the release for him when he does watch it.
Oh, God. Just the thought of that, man. That's like something you can't get out of your head.
Yeah, why'd you have to go there?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Whacking to the judge. That's rough.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Yeah.
Oh, you sick bastard.
Why are we sick bastard? Peter's the one taping it.
But I delete it after I watch it.
Yeah,
After the initial release, you watch you
Sometimes he doesn't even watch the rest of the show. It's all over.
yeah, it's not good for two shows. Just one.
It's all over by the first gabble count sometimes. Oh, that's the end of that.
That intro gets them every time.
As she spins around.
yep.
Does she
I
walk
just
to the bench or is she automatically there?
It's automatically there, I think.
See, Judge Wapner used to walk to the bench, I think.
Yeah,
He wasn't quite as attractive though.
yeah. I just have these visions of Peter like getting ready to go to the grocery store, then running over the VCR first and hitting the set record button. Like, gotta make sure I record Judge Judy while I'm at the grocery store.
No, I've got them on the series link. It sort of records them automatically.
Oh,
Yeah,
you get that set up, do you?
Don't miss a second. Yeah.
Who said that, Bill? Because, no, the camera has no problems from heating the garage. For Christ's sake, it's winter.
Hey, what happened to Adrian there? He loses internet again?
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
I don't know what he's done.
I had the thing in the USB 3 powered port, and it was the same thing. I got it here stuck in the computer. Same
Shit.
thing.
I missed that. See you, Ari.
Oh, see him.
Take
See,
care.
Ari.
Hi, Ari.
Didn't you know Peter is the tech whiz? Just ask Jim.
Right.
Capture app. I thought that capture app was just for like capturing a stream that you wanted to make.
Yeah, we'll do that, but you can adjust the because I had that on earlier a while back. I just set the output on my camera to 1080p, and then I just use that other program, the same one you're using, just for the other corrections on it.
What's Steve saying here? Jim, do you have the camera setting on 2.10.4? I did the firmware update to 2.2.50. Is there two different firmwares, one for the computer and one for the camera? Bill says he has no problems with his. Coast to Coast Drones. Because I went searching, so I do have it on the upgraded firmware. But I'm playing with the white balance. Tips on combining the shape designer with the motion tracker. Yeah, I don't need that one. I just need it to render correctly.
Because I've got all my settings on the camera on the default settings all on 50% and auto white balance, auto focus.
That's what I'm on, man.
Yeah.
That's all 50% right there. But here's the auto white balance is just maybe because of that light panel.
Could
that
be.
Light panel be throwing it off?
Yeah, it might. Because
Should I have it more away from me?
Because I can adjust the white balance on the light that I've got, rather than using it in the camera program.
Turn the damn light away. Now that's facing the clear other direction. No difference. That's auto white balance.
Okay.
No human is this white. You're still alive. If you got blood flowing through you, you ain't this white.
You're like those guys out of Game of Thrones, guys who came down from the north.
Yeah. What are they? The Dead Walkers? What were they?
Yeah, the white walkers, yeah.
The White Walkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because I can adjust the white balance on the light I've got here.
I saw an article about Zoom security breach this week. It says that when you install Zoom, it may have installed a type of malware that enabled hacker to turn on camera anytime, even if Zoom is deleted. Well, that was because it would have installed the malware. But I've got Malwarebytes and Windows security on. I wonder if that would still let it through. Excuse me.
Cheers,
Turn it
gentlemen.
off and see. Turn what off? Al's hitting the vodka.
Yep.
What's you laughing about, Peter?
Chair.
Mr. Cardoso Media's last statement.
Yeah, I was reading it.
You've converted us, Peter.
Yes.
Looks like Adrian's net's gone, man. He's blank.
How's he going to have a show every Wednesday if he's going to have internet problems?
Turn the lights off.
Yeah. He had he had issues a couple of weeks ago. Had the technician out again. Man, I tell you, I'd be going off me nut if I was paying top dollar for that. his internet's pretty bad.
Hey, I got to ask you guys a question, and maybe you guys know this. If you do live streams, does that count towards your hours watched on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay, so now, all right, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean? Hours watched.
You got to have once you're monetized, you got to have part of your stipulation on monetization is you have to have 4,000 hours per year minimum of watch time.
Oh, it's got to be per year?
Yeah,
Per year.
that's any 365-day period.
Yeah.
Not
Never
from
happened
January.
here.
Well, yeah, during your period. Like if you started in February 2nd, by the next February 2nd, you must have 4,000 hours to
Like
keep your monetization.
Like
How
Margie's
else did you get 4,000 hours?
takes
Well,
a-
Rough
Yeah.
to get there with 2-minute videos.
Let me ask this question since Al, I've kind of been curious. All right, if you have a video that's 5 minutes and one person watches it, is that 5 minutes of watch time? But if you have 10 people watching it, is that 50 minutes of watch time?
No. It goes by per person watching the video. So if you look at your analytics, most of mine are around about the 60% mark, which is an average of how long people actually watch them for.
Right.
There's never 100% there. And even on these live streams, it's down to around about 18% because
Really?
because of the length of the live stream and the amount of time that people actually stay and watch. Say they watch for 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes or something like that out of a 3-hour show, that's not a lot. So the percentage goes down there. But everyone who views every view, whether it goes for your 5-minute video or 2-minute video or whatever you're making, whatever they watch, it is equally adds up to the total watch time of that video. Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever get, not that I want to get monetized or anything like that, but it seems like an impossible mission.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Well,
It's
it is.
crazy.
If you're only making 2 or 3 minute videos, then you'll never get there ever.
Right.
And this is why all these people are doing these live shows like Margie and all that. I mean, she'd have hours and hours and hours of it.
But even let me ask you guys this:
laundromat.
you do a 20-minute video. What's to say that someone's going to watch the entire 20 minutes?
They won't, mate. They won't.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's no one's going to do that. You'll be flat out getting everyone to watch 2 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
if
they
you
have their average watch time. They can't even make it through it.
Right. Mine is like 1 minute and 37 seconds.
It's
yeah. But that's the thing. As I said, out of my videos, they're normally around the 3-minute mark. And it's usually about a minute of me babbling about whatever, and then the video. So the video itself is only like 2 minutes long, but that actual watch time is around the 60% mark.
I used to not care about this stuff until I met a guy named Jim. And then he started presenting all these analytics.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It'll drive me insane.
I went in, I started looking at it, I couldn't believe it.
Analytics it's too much to know. It's bad enough you're trying to render videos correctly, know your software for your drones and the associated RPIC stuff. Come on, man.
You gotta
Don't
stop
change
watching
your
that stuff, Jim.
To 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 hours, and then you're pushing for that just to make $6 a month? No, I could care less.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Although I think you've got over 1,000, haven't you, Al? You've got to have 1,000 subscribers along with those 4,000 watch hours.
I've been on YouTube since 2014, but I've never uploaded a lot of videos, never did the live stream stuff. It just wasn't really I just did it because, for the fun of it. But as I got into it and Jim does his shows and I look at the analytics now, it's like, wow, it's going to take me forever if I really want to dive into it.
Yeah.
Not like I want to, but
yeah.
To be honest though, if you do get your 1,000, obviously, in your 4,000 watch hours and all that, the monetary gains from that, if you were to monetize your channel, it's pittance, mate. It isn't even worth doing.
Well, you're saying every year you got to have 4,000 hours. That's
No,
every calendar year.
the calendar year.
But once you've got those hours, you don't. Hang on, where are we?
Yeah, you have to maintain it.
No, you don't.
Once you have monetized, you have to maintain it.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Then what's the point of having 4,000 hours?
Kenny, are you monetized?
Nobody watch it tomorrow.
I think Kenny's monetized, right? I'm kind of curious how much he gets a month. Just out of curiosity. He doesn't have to tell us, but
Yeah.
you guys can take a guesstimate. What do you think?
Ask Dan. Drone Worship. He was here.
Is he in there?
Is he monetized?
It dropped drastically, but if it dips below, you won't be removed from the YouTube partner program.
Kenny says he's at 39.25 hours.
Oh, how did you do that? Ken? You must have been here since you were 10. He doesn't do lives, although I'm kind of guessing that, I mean, you know, his videos are short and all that, so his percentage of watch time would probably be up there because they are interesting to watch. So, yeah, he might get a high percentage. What's the percentage? Do you know your percentage of that's just like
Which percentage? There's a million percentages on there.
the percentage, watch percentage, the time watched.
Click through it. Oh, that's the average time watched,
What?
the average
Yeah.
view.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see what Kenny's is actually because
He said he hasn't reached 4,000 hours yet.
he's not far off it though.
Yeah.
One thing I've learned over the last couple months is I've actually changed the name of almost every single title of my video. And, you know, like several people had told me about putting in your, the tags. I put in the tags and I tell you, some of my videos have just exploded. Like my Alaska video, I'm up to almost 2,000 views. You know, the sad part is, you know, a video like that, I've got 2,000 views, but maybe 30 likes and half a dozen comments.
Yeah,
I know. Isn't that weird?
Dude,
Yeah,
I see
nearly 2,000
videos.
views.
Ron, I see videos that has like 80 likes, and if you look at the footage and what they're doing, you'd be like, no way.
Yeah.
That's another thing. It's just like it almost makes me want to quit, man. I get so discouraged at times. You know what I mean? I do it for the fun of it and I love it. Like remember Bob was saying, I don't want to post my stuff because I'm not quite there with you guys. But it gets frustrating when you put work into something and the end result is like 20 likes.
Yeah. And I even took Jim's suggestion, you know, like making sure at the end of every video, you know, you put that little banner up that says, hey, please hit like and subscribe, you know, but people still won't.
You know what? At the end of a video, as I've just said, I'm running at 60% watch time. So whether that's the first 60% or the last 60%, they may not see that. So anyone who's 60% click off, go to something more interesting, they won't see that and they won't do anything about it. That's why at the beginning I would say, you know, blah, 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 and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and blah, 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 blah. So whether they think about doing it then or not is another thing. I mean, people put it up in between while their video is going. I don't want to do that. You know, hit subscribe, you know, halfway through their video. And then
think about it. If you had a commercial, YouTube would put the commercial on in the middle of your video. So what's the difference?
Yeah. Unless you're watching a Judge Judy video, I can guarantee. I know one person that would put a like at the end of every video.
he's got the love button. He's got the love
button.
100% watch time.
That thing's going out. Oh, great decision, Judge Judy. Great decision.
He comments, likes, subscribes, everything. The bell.
Yeah, it's the bell. Oh yeah, make sure you don't miss the next episode.
There you go. See, that's a high watch time. 70 to 80% is a high watch time. That's not too bad. You're doing okay, Kenny. So that's not too bad. And then exactly right. And there you go. Because more than likely his videos under 2 to 3 minutes. Exactly right. Because we were talking.
What was
So
mine?
does it pay?
Wasn't it like a minute and 20 seconds or something like that? It's crazy.
A minute.
You guys do Facebook, so it's probably better to do that to get more subscribers and watch time. You think?
No.
That's
That'll
what I
be
try.
Facebook.
Try out. I put all my videos to all my people on Facebook and hoping that they'll come over, and
No.
I get more likes and comments on my Facebook than I do on the YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the sad part.
I'll get a bunch of views out of Facebook, but no subscribers.
Whose channel, Brett? Whose channel are we talking about here? How sad is this? Looking good. Your channel got 683 views in the last 28 days. Whose channel is that, mate?
And then again, what's the difference if it has 600 or 6,000 views and they're still not subscribing or commenting? You get the same friends commenting.
Yeah.
As I said, you know, my subscribers, they're not huge. They're like, it's nearly 600 now, which is whatever. It's surprising me. But as my subscribers have gone up, my views on my videos have gone down.
Well, Matt, let me ask you this: how long have you been on YouTube for?
I'm doing it a video every week for nearly 2 years now.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. So that's every week.
That's good. At 600, you've been doing that. I've been on since and I haven't done it every week since 2014, and I barely got over the 1,000 mark.
Yeah. Well,
Look at Brian. Views are up. You got 1,700 views in the last 28 days. Woohoo! I'm baking a cake.
light the candles.
Mhm.
Hey,
I mean, you're better off just not stop trying so hard. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep, you're right, brother. That's it.
You're not going to make money off of that. They've actually cut every year. 2017 and 19, they cut the commission rate to people. You know, the money you were going to get drastically anyway.
But didn't they say something about affiliate links no longer getting the total amount of money they used to get, or the money they used to get for selling items on their
Amazon
page?
cut that. Yeah, Amazon cut
Okay.
their affiliate rate.
What does the everybody stresses so much about hitting the like button. What does that do for you as a channel to YouTube in your favor?
Interaction when it comes to algorithm. The more interaction you've got on your videos, commenting and likes and all that sort of thing, the more likely it is to be pumped up within the algorithm. If you've got a video and no one's commented, no one's liked, no one's done anything, it's a dead video basically. So interaction is always a good thing, whether it be thumbs up or thumbs down, you know.
No matter what the hell your channel's about, look what Kenny just said. That's why niche channels grow because of highly searched YouTube terms. If you wanted to be rich and famous, go into the keyword logger and see which keywords everybody's hitting on, because they show you in trends, and then go make your video about that apple pie. I'll be sitting here. You can't do it, man. What am I going to do? Go make a video on The Simpsons because people are keyword clicking or searching for The Simpsons? Screw The Simpsons.
Well, maybe Brian should do a tag there on baking his cake. Get some more hits on that, mate.
I hit the like on just about everything I watch except Judge Judy.
I think he'll unsubscribe from his channel now. I think after that.
I think so.
And the killer is when it sits there and shows you, oh, you got 90% of your views from Facebook. Not one of them subscribed.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Don't you have some type of Facebook group there, Jim?
Jim does.
Don't you have a
That's just a group for us. But I'll put my videos into area groups. Like if there's construction that I'm filming and it's in a certain town, I'll put that video on that town's channel, and it might get 1,000 views. They haven't subscribed. They don't. I've got videos with 4,000 views. Didn't get any subscribers from it.
Hey, I'll just show you this. This is interesting. You know that Ripley one I did of the fog and all that sort of shit, right?
Yeah.
Audience retention, 43.9%.
That's pretty good.
That's low.
Retention?
Retention for the watching
They watch the whole video.
length of the movie.
No. If they watch the whole video, it'd be 100%.
What was the length of the video on that one?
4 minutes 28.
Yeah. I'm finding anything really much more than 2 minutes anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard. It's hard. I couldn't even watch anything more than 4 or 5 minutes. You know what I mean? I'm going to be honest. It's hard for
Yeah.
me to do that.
Yeah.
That's
Unless
why
it's a tutorial.
I was
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
say,
exactly.
even
exactly.
the ones like this guy Sharper Turtle, he makes tutorials for, I think, for DaVinci too, but he only does 4 to 8 minute videos, never longer than that. You're going to lose the audience.
See, the trouble is, right, going back a few years ago, drone footage was unique. Drone footage was a view that people hadn't seen. And what's happened now is drone footage is boring. Boring as batshit. Everyone's seen it. Everyone's seen it at 400 feet. Everyone's seen it at 200 feet.
Yeah.
And that's where I got bored with it as well. And I wanted to take my drone into different places. And that's what started me doing shit right in the middle of rainforests and crap like that. Because it's not unique anymore. And it's very hard to get someone to watch a video where it's all at 200 feet the whole way through, you know, and just having a look at the coastline and stuff like that. Everyone does it, you know, and you've got to try to find something different about the way you fly your drone to make it anything interesting that you want to watch.
That's so ridiculous to do. I mean, like, look, you're traveling 2 hours to go take a video for YouTube. Like it's a job. Are you insane? You know what I mean?
See,
You got to wonder when you put up a video, like I'll do one in August for Alaska. You know, do I put my best footage in the very beginning of the video?
Oh
The
my
most
God.
exciting, most scenic stuff? You know, so people will continue to watch throughout the video? You don't know. You know,
You and
is
Al
that
have OCD
What was that? Why? I was gonna type
because
something.
you fret over it too. You fret over the analytics and all that stuff. It'll drive.
I didn't
you
care
crazy.
about that shit until you started talking about it during your show.
It's Jim's
If you didn't
fault.
mention that shit, I wouldn't even thought about it. I went in, I started looking at it, and I got hooked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if
Right?
Jim-
Because the analytics supposed to be true. There's, you know what I mean? That's the numbers. It's real
Yeah.
world.
Yeah,
I know, but
if Jim
what do you
wouldn't have
do
said
when
this,
you
and
can't
I
do
wouldn't have this
anything
problem.
about it? I'm sorry, Ron. I talked over you.
I say, if Jim, you wouldn't have started this, Al and I wouldn't have this issue.
And Brian Mack too.
damn, your live show sucks.
You see what you did to us, Jim?
But it's true. I mean, they're YouTube's the ones that are doing it to us. You know, they shove all these analytics in front of your face and then say, okay, you want to do good, make your stuff to the keywords that people are searching after. But I don't want to make my videos on balloon burning, whatever the hell it is, glass blowing, or what. I want to make my drone videos.
But we wouldn't have looked at this unless you taught us how to find it.
Well, because you had questions and I answered them. It's all Al's fault.
Right, Al?
Yeah, exactly. Here I thought everybody was looking at my videos. They just weren't commenting.
Yeah.
But then reality struck.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane. You could have 2,000 views on the video, right? And then none of them, well, either A, commented, or B, only, it turns out only like you guys comment on the videos religiously when you watch them, right? Your friends do. The people that come out from Facebook or whatever, they're not hitting the like button, they're not subscribing, and you're lucky if they're watching 2 minutes out of your 4 minute video. It's crazy.
And you know what? And this is what stops me doing a lot of videos, a lot of different videos, because the last thing I want to do is get on and say, I did one, I don't know, a while ago about how I edit the Spark footage in Premiere Elements, right? And what I think in my head is what I'm dealing with is all the people that I talk to here and in the chat and all that sort of already know this shit. So there's no point in me going through it. Because no one else is going to click on it or anything like that. I mean, the one I did with the Spark footage has only got like 120 views or something. Then it was like 6 months ago. No one's interested, you know. So for me to do that, I think it's a little bit of a waste of time with the people that I know that watch my videos. It's out of the 600 odd subscribers or whatever, I'll get the same, maybe a couple of different ones every week, but I'll get the same people, and they're the ones I try to get back to their channels and watch one of their videos.
Yeah.
I'm about 2 weeks behind at the moment with that shit. I've still got to sit down. Oh, look, I've got to sit down and do it. You know, I do about 2 or 3 a day, and then I'll go and do something else. But you know, it's the same people. So you know, I don't want to be rattling on about stuff that people already know about.
And see, that's something new that you try, because I don't go into all that bullshit. I'll just show the subject or establish the shot, and off you go. You're watching the video where you give this dissertation and diatribe before your video starts, where you were, and that could be interesting from someone from, let's say, another country, right? How the hell do they know where Ripley is or whatever? And I think that's good. But do they want to go through that 2 minutes to get to the 2 minutes of video?
And this is the thing. You know, I've heard nothing bad about it. People have said to me that they like the fact that I can tell them about what happened on the day and what I'm doing and what I'm using and the sort of like roughly locations and all that sort of shit. Especially when it comes to what I was using. When I did one down at the harbour there, I was putting down the screen, the ND filter that I used on that shot, you know. Now, obviously, with the Mavic Pro was only shutter settings that I was playing with and not the aperture. But now I've got the Pro, you know, a few months ago, the Pro 2. There's a lot more information there and now I couldn't tell you what I did on that video out there at Somerset because I was that busy just concentrating on what shutters I was using and trying to get the shutter speed and all that sort of shit twice and all that sort of crap with the correct aperture, and then changing all that to get different shaped shots and all that sort of stuff. There's a lot of information there, man, which I didn't retain. You know, to take notice of all that sort of stuff. Oh my God.
I know.
Matt, you do a great job of doing the narrative before your video, but I could never do that because it'd take me like probably 100 takes. And then I'll be like, you know what? I'm not going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know what I mean? It's a little bit too much. I don't like seeing myself on the camera.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, I'm going to say words incorrectly. It's going to take too many takes. Fuck this. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to throw my stuff up. If you like it, you like it. You don't, you don't.
So I know where you're coming from.
But you do a great job, Matt. You do a great job at doing it. With a little wink, like you're looking at your sexy mama or something like that. You're all winking. He does a great job. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping there's a chick out there watching it one day.
Yeah.
Oh, if I was a chick, I'd be trying to hook up with you right away.
Easy, Al. Easy.
Yeah, slow down, big boy.
I honestly, I think, guys, and the more I think about it, I think unless you're doing a tutorial or a review, those were the big viewers and the big subscribers are. I think those are the biggest ones, you know. So unless any of us are doing reviews or tutorials, you know, I mean, like I said, that Alaska video, you know, I went from like 200 and some views, and then I put in the hashtags and I changed the title. It went from 200 and some, I'm up to almost 1,800, but I still have not gained really a whole lot of subscribers, if any, out of it.
Right.
But I think it's, you know, there's a certain, Jim, you know which guy I'm talking about. There's a certain drone reviewer. I don't know how he does it. He has fake stuff, but yet he's up at what's he over 9,000
Yeah.
subscribers now? It's like, how does he do it? And here's what bothers me is this particular individual will have a show or a live stream, and then they'll talk about one or two subjects, and then 2 days later he'll take that same subject and put it up as an individual video, that something you've already watched 2 days ago, but he gets another 1,000, 1,500 views from it. It's like, wait a minute.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I do too. Yep.
Yeah. And it's like
It will drive you nuts. Why is this idiot getting views when I've got stuff you can never see?
Yeah.
Right? I hear you.
So maybe the
scenery I can never get, and yet you're not getting all the views. I understand the frustration.
Yeah. That's
You
like
start thinking to yourself, am I not keywording it right? Am I not tagging it correctly? What am I doing?
that's like, on my Alaska video, I had no tags. All I had was, I just had the title, Fishing Prince of Wales Island. But then in the tags, I put, halibut. I put Prince of Wales Island. I put fishing for salmon. I put all the different cameras I used. Alaska Airlines. I put, oh my God, like 25 different tags in there. And granted, it worked. I went from 200 and some to 1,700 plus views, but again, still didn't get any subscribers.
There's no rhyme or reason to them pushing that damn button, Ron. I can't understand it.
Yeah. So,
like I said, I have the most views on the video I did the least to. That drift racing video, I didn't do a damn thing but put it up.
Right.
And
I will admit, I have been on many people's live streams, and I gotta admit to give credit to the moderators that will say, "Hey guys, there's 30 people watching, but only 12 people hitting the like button."
Yeah.
And you'll see that periodically throughout a live stream. And I'll admit, I'm like, oh crap, I'm guilty. And then I'll go up and I'll actually hit the like button. But it takes I think it takes more than just one reminder for people to hit that like button or hit that subscribe button. It takes more than once.
Well, it's like Mel said, sub count is only a warm fuzzy for the creator. What matters is the views.
Right.
That's right. Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sub count only adds to if there's if you've got a thing in mind to go monetize, to get that 1,000 and what have you, if you want to monetize. Apart from that, he's right, exactly right.
Yeah.
I just get the fuzzy feeling though.
Kenny keeps his channel under travel and events.
Travel and events.
Yeah. Every time you make a video, you tag it where it is or what the subject is, the science and technology, sports, travel and events, blah, blah, blah.
Doesn't YouTube assign you based on what they feel your videos are about? Or can you change that manually?
You can change that manually. When you're doing your tags and all that, it is a selection. Just like your playlist, what playlist you're going to put it in. It's a classification.
I don't even look at that. I think mine all fall under entertainment. Whether it's entertainment or not, I don't even know. Yeah.
I think mine are all under film and animation or something. So you think that would help?
That's what Kenny's saying. That's what he does. I don't know if he's saying that. He said he puts his under travel and events.
Huh. Okay. Well, we'll give that a try.
That's dead right, Mel. Dead right.
I'm fuzzy by me.
Some of these channels that have millions of followers, you look at them and why the hell does anyone care about this? That's true. That PewDiePie and all that other stuff, millions, tens of millions of viewers. I
Here's
would
what
watch this crap.
Here's what I can understand, and everything we just talked about, and Jim, you mentioned that particular creator,
Yeah.
that PewDiePie. How, like, I remember one of his videos, he spent 8 hours watching paint dry. Who the hell is going to sit on YouTube and sit there and watch someone watch paint dry for 8 hours?
Ridiculous.
Why would you?
But look at the man's subscriber and viewer count.
See you, Brian.
Lightning.
Take care, mate.
See you, Brian.
Oh, Jesus. It's 11:20 here. 11:12, actually.
Yeah.
Jeez, we've been on for 3 hours and 10 minutes again.
Yeah, it's getting past my bedtime. I got to work 24 tomorrow.
It is 3 hours. What is it?
So
1
what
p.m.?
do you mostly do on your channel? Yeah, because your channel will get classified after, if you got 100 videos and 75 of them are travel, you get classified as a travel channel.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't forget, YouTube isn't the only one doing it.
See,
What do you
we were talking about this not long ago, Jim, about subs and shows and all that sort of stuff, where someone's doing very similar work in a different country that won't get as far as someone doing very similar work, say in the US. The subscriber counts would be massively different, and the views would be massively different, and yet it's the same sort of channel. And as I said to you, I mean, something going on with how many huge YouTube stars do you know out of Australia?
Right.
Where are they from?
I don't know any.
I know the guy from New Zealand, the one guy. What's his name? The does the Osmo Pocket videos.
Bruce Simpson?
X-Jet?
RC Model Reviews?
Some other guy. I forgot his name.
Okay,
I don't
famous.
think that's it.
Yeah. But okay, there's one example out of how many, but
Yeah,
where are all the
I-
big YouTubers from?
I
I don't
subscribe.
know who started that.
Got over 50,000 subscribers.
Sorry, mate.
I subscribe to an Aussie guy that's got over 50,000 subscribers. Whether you call that big or not, I don't know. But
Yeah.
Oh, you know who? The Bogan guy, the realtor who does drone, who rides a Harley and he brings his drones with him. The $1 Million Bogut. He's Australian, and he's got a lot of subscribers. I don't know if you guys ever watched him.
No, never heard of him.
No.
How in God's name did you find him?
You know, he popped up on my timeline. He was riding his Harley trying to ride it up the Himalayan mountains. He would take his Harley and ride it some crazy places, do some crazy trips, and then he'll bring his drone around with him to take all these shots. It's pretty good content.
There's another guy, crazy Russian or something like that. The guy's channel, I mean, you can't make this crap up. He just started the channel. He's got millions of viewers. I was subscribed to him for a while, but then I dropped his channel. See?
Oh, look, there's probably a lot I could drop, but actually to go through all your subscribers, oh, what a task!
Yes,
I'm flat out answering 20 comments on my bloody video, you know, let alone going through my own shit, you know. Oh God,
That's the truth. Create for yourself. If you like it, that's the best thing, because you have to go back and look at that video again, which is why I hate mine.
I used to feel that way, Jim, and then all of a sudden I got on this show and they were talking about analytics, and there went that thought.
Yeah.
you've ruined the man, and now he's going to get stomach ulcers because of Jim.
Yeah. Way
Sorry,
to go,
bud.
buddy. Way to go, Jim.
I'm rendering and re-rendering videos because of it.
Yeah.
You know what, you should have a disclaimer at the beginning of your video. This following live stream, it may be hazardous to your health.
It's true, though. You watch the video and you say, oh, I don't like that. You know? Those damn lines on the roof or the damn power lines. It does. It drives you nuts.
You've probably said that.
It was rendered in Yeah.
Yeah, the damn thing rendered at 24, and I shot it in 60.
There's Al back to the drawing board, man. Redoing his video. All right, guys. So I'm gonna call it a night.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna jump.
Gotta work tomorrow.
I gotta eat.
Gotta
Yeah.
eat. Damn, dinner time was over.
Oh,
Yeah.
we lost all you guys on that one.
Everyone messing with what? Well,
Yeah. I'm messing with the camera. because
Yeah, that's
I
right.
followed Jim Sleeve. Yeah.
Dinner time. It's 11:17 there, Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
you got to remember, Jim got up at 5 p.m. though, mate. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's 8:17 p.m. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
my big ass out in the backyard. I'm gonna go barbecue a hamburger or something.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow, I'm hungry.
There you go.
Now you're talking.
Peter, you got the VCR all spooled up and ready to go?
I know, Kenny. I created a monster.
All ready to go. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Lotion check.
Let me have a look at that pause finger. Has it got a callus on it?
Yeah.
Do you have
I'm- I-
paraphernalia? Do you have any Judge Judy paraphernalia in the house, Peter?
Poster.
No, I don't. No.
Poster or one of those dolls that look like her?
or a little judge cape or anything?
No, none of that.
You look at your own gavel to make your own decision before she makes hers. You pause it, make your own decision, and then see if
Yeah.
it's right.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, though. I must have been a
Oh, oh, look what you put in his head, Matt. Way to
If there is
go.
any Judge Judy memorabilia out there. Yeah. Surely
Have his- have his little Judge Judy doll collection. Yeah.
Hey, he's the Canuck with all the luck. Kaboom! There you go.
Was that Zoom Kaboom or what's that guy?
Duke.
Duke Kaboom.
That is such a classic, man.
That's a good one.
I
Yeah.
love that. I wish I could
Duke-
use it in all sorts of stuff.
Yeah,
but,
Duke Kaboom. Yeah. That's the once in a lifetime there, buddy. Yeah.
it is. It is. You won't come across that too often.
That was compliments of Kenny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too bad. Late, yeah. All right, fellas. Thanks very much for popping through again. And
How's Adrian do that?
he goes like that.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell that means.
All right, you guys. Till next time.
All right,
Everybody in
guys.
the chat.
Thanks
Thanks
for
a
coming
lot.
on.
Thanks, Matt.
Al, Peter,
Sorry-
Jim,
Sorry for bagging
Matt.
out your football, mate. I didn't mean to.
No, I know all about that rugby football and how powerful it is.
Yeah.
It's all good.
You're
All right, guys. Be well, man. Take care.
Thanks,
See you,
mate.
Al.
Bye bye.
All right, see you guys. Bye-bye.
Oh, it looks
All
like
right.
Allow that for insurance reasons.
I drink with Al when I see him. That's a good thing. Thanks, Pete. Thanks for popping through, man. Good on you.
Everyone's gone all of a sudden.
And they have. They just popped out without even saying goodbye. You mongrels.
I'll follow them too. Well, thanks for having me on again, Matt. A lot of fun as usual. And bye to everyone in chat.
No worries.
Well,
Always a pleasure, Peter. You know that.
Oh, no worries.
You take
Okay.
care, buddy.
See you later. Bye.
See you, mate. Bye bye. Andrew. Anyway. Thanks everyone again for a lovely Saturday morning, Friday night for you. Good stuff. And you take care over the weekend, everyone. And hopefully we'll catch you next week, same time. We'll be talking about some more poo, basically. All right, everyone. Take care. Thank you very much for popping through again. Everyone in the chat, Kenny and Timeless Cruise, Victoria and Ariel, Andrew, Timeless. I've said Timeless Cruise. Yeah, and 400 Mel. Thanks for popping through, man. Good on you. And I'll catch us again. Take care, and see you then. Bye bye.